I already put tons of money in Overwatch. I'm not doing this again.
Oh, Overwatch is ass though. The gameplay sucks.
Yeah, I'm about to say this seems like this is the new Overwatch. I ain't gonna.
Yeah.
Lie, bro.
That's what I'm saying. I am not doing this all over again. It'd be different if it was loot boxes. I was doing loot boxes like crazy. I'm not paying $25 per skin. No way.
That is kind of a crazy price.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
It's not $20, bro.
But no, well,
It's like 15.
It's
like 15.
Okay, $15 for a skin is still a bit much.
Yeah, it is. You know, but
Yeah.
but you know.
I'm glad you didn't disagree. I was like, please don't disagree.
No, I'm not gonna disagree. That's a lot of money.
They're gonna drop a Madam Web skin based on the movie.
Oh my
and it's gonna be $30. It's
And
gonna be
$30.
$30.
I'm buying
And
it.
Spider's buying it day
I'm
one.
buying it.
I hate
That's what I'm saying. Like that makes complete sense. But then for him looking at me like let go of Concord, I'm not paying $15-$20 per skin. No, that's ridiculous.
Can you
Damn,
earn
bro.
credits to unlock
Yo, I'm
those?
trash. Only got like 4 matches won.
I don't know anything about the progression.
I don't know it either. Because there's can you unlock to buy
Like,
the
can
skins?
you slowly grind credits to unlock skins
Oh
as
yeah,
well?
yes.
Okay.
You can do that. Yes, you can do that. You can do that. So they had the microtransaction, and then they have the grinding of the purchases. Like think of it like 2K VC. Like you could do missions to get extra VC and shit. So
I almost exposed my burner account on Twitter. I was about to be sick.
yo, I told you that was his burner, bro. Everybody got a
No,
burner,
on Twitter
bro.
I got a burner that everybody got this burner blocked, bro. And
Are you for real?
Yeah, I almost shared the stream from that burner too. They would have been like, "What the fuck?"
Wait, are you drama alert? Drama?
No, I'm not
No.
drama spaces. No.
He's,
Oh, I
he's-
was like, no, that'd
It's
be
even
amazing.
it's even worse. He's Grums.
Oh, not grown.
I would leave immediately. I'd be like, no shot.
That's nasty.
It's all been
Actually.
one big scam.
I would legit. I'm like, I'm out. I'm
I would salute. I would be like, masterful job, well done.
No, I'd own it because I know Grums is making some money over there, so I would own it if I was Grums.
Oh shit, they saved my game. Oh yes. I gotta see my highlights, bro. I had a great game with Gutter. I had like 50 or 34 kills.
No, you had one where you had 45. I remember that
45,
game.
yeah. I got. Oh, hang on. Oh, I found it right here. Let's go. Quick match up. Hall of the Jala or some shit like this. Jalia. Yeah, 38-6. Yep, that's it right there.
All right, episode 8. We live. Open forum.
There we go.
We've been live for a couple minutes now. You know.
Of course we have. Of course we have.
Yes, audience. By the way, I am in a beater shirt. I'm not potting.
I got my honey roasted peanuts. Great value. You know what I'm saying?
I'm in a beater. Yeah. It's
Listen.
gonna be it's beater season right now for me. So.
No structure today. This should be a quick 1 hour. Is not a quick, but it's quicker than 2 hours what we usually do. Because we got a lot of games to play tonight. We want to get on that Marvel.
Yeah,
So whatever y'all want to pop it off with, you know what I'm saying?
we might as well just start with Marvel. So Marvel Rivals, since that's been taking over the timeline.
All right, so let's start with Marvel. So
Everybody's been,
Mars ain't fucking with
about
it.
Pause that. I didn't say I'm not fucking with the game. I'm not fucking with the microtransaction. Let's correct that statement.
Oh my god.
You starting out some drama today.
Yo,
Maybe
just play the
you-
game,
maybe-
bro.
I am playing the game. What part are you not
I
understanding?
never heard
I'm
you
not-
say you was playing it. I thought you just said I'm not playing it because Conquer died and I'm still hurt. I thought that was what you said.
You're right. What you're doing right now, you're drama spaces. That's what you are. That's you. You're drama spaces right now. It's confirmed. Anybody who is watching, he whispered in my ear. That's his account.
I don't have my phone on me, so I can't read no comments. So if they're saying,
I got the comments up.
I got stuff pulled up.
I got Twitter pulled up.
what I was about to say. Yeah, Mar Rivals is out, y'all. Free to play on PC, console, not on Switch. And they basically said that shit's not coming to Switch. Good for them.
The internet on Switch is dog shit. Who the fuck would want to play that game on Switch anyway?
It's not coming to Switch 1. I wouldn't be surprised if there was a Switch 2 version eventually.
depends-
If it has
depends on
legs.
what
If
Switch
it has
2
legs.
I'm about to say it depends on what that Switch 2 look like in terms of the online capabilities. But actually, let's start right there. Like when I hopped on yesterday, they dropped. it had peaked at nearly 500,000 on Steam.
Yep, almost.
Something
I don't even
insane.
I don't even care about Steam numbers like that, but that was an insane number for day one, and no crashes, no bugs, no lag.
And we getting right into the
Like,
game. No
Yeah,
waiting
I
for
mean,
nothing.
me and Gutter probably ran by like maybe 5-6 matches.
Mhm.
We had Sonny with us. Like,
Where-
as soon as the match is over, we found another match, instantaneous.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas on the other hand, Path of Exile 2 early access launched today, and apparently they've had nothing but server issues.
Damn, for real.
I've heard that some people for the Path of Exiles is like very pissed.
Damn,
Which-
Sam's
I'm,
choice.
just, I'm not I'm not crapping on Path of Exiles, but I'm just drawing attention to Rivals is a persistent online matchmaking shooter, right?
Mhm.
500,000 people on Steam alone. It peaked at like 444,000. And give them credit, I've not heard a bad word about connections. That's hard to do nowadays when you
Yeah.
launch a game. I mean, it's got Marvel and Disney money behind it, so it better be able to do. But like, still, good for them.
Hey, that don't mean nothing either, because Avengers, when that shit first came out, boy, them servers was fried when Avengers first came
Talking
out.
about Marvel's Avengers.
Yes, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was rough.
Them servers was some dog shit when that game first came out.
But nah, like Rivals, I think is dope. Lots, and I don't know how many characters are in Overwatch, but they Marvel might just double.
I know Marvel is 33 so far.
It's 33 right now, and more coming. Like they've already showed
34?
No. 41 in Overwatch is what I was saying.
41, and
41? Damn.
Yeah.
They
Well,
really?
remember, Overwatch launched in 2016.
So yeah, but that makes sense. They continue
Yeah,
added
yeah.
characters
I mean, like,
as the time goes
it's
on.
still like Marvel Rivals
Has 33 currently.
lineup is, and that's what I'm 33. So they're only 8 behind, despite.
And the crazy thing is, they had it like we haven't even got the full. Like the 33 is there, like the base, and then they have like there's already leaked that Jean Grey is coming, Emma Frost is coming, the Fantastic Four.
Yeah,
coming.
Reed Richards got dated on her.
Reed Richards, Human Torch, Thing.
That'll be Reed Richards would be an interesting one just to see how they do it.
Yo, I'm waiting for my gold Cyclops to pull up because you already got like.
Oh, yo, that's gonna be. I need Gambit. Dude,
Dude,
bro.
I'm about to say,
If
Gambit,
it's
I feel like
just him
Gambit
running
and
around like this,
Cyclops are like,
if it's Cyclops just running around with his hand to his head,
That
like,
would be
boom,
crazy.
boom, boom.
yes.
Like,
I don't want that. I want
Yes.
Cyclops going hands. I want hands and drop kicks. That's what I want.
Actually, they had that for Captain America for all the melee. Iron Fist.
you could still. I'm just saying. I want his animation to be bam. I want
That's
if
what I
Cyclops
like
is in the
doing.
game. I want to see him reach up, I shoot people. That's like.
Like no, like I agree with Joe. Like I want that kind of like that animation of him running with his hand on his optic beam, but at the same time, like his gameplay style, like he could have like a rapid fire optic blast, or he could have a charge optic blast. So I think that also will be dope. But yeah, I think Cyclops and Gambit are two favorites from the other X-Men that people are wanting to see come to Marvel Rivals. I think the roster is going to be like huge, especially each character is going to have so many different playstyles. Which I also love about the game so far is that every character you pick up is so different from the last. Not just in terms of the character itself, but their playstyles. Like Punisher, that's my go-to, is like a run and gun type of guy with heavy artillery. Gutter obviously plays Spider-Man, who is very weird. Like, how would you describe Spider-Man playstyle in Marvel Rivals?
So in this game, Spider-Man is the most difficult character to use on the roster. People have told me that before the game came out, but I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna use Spider-Man anyway. But I kind of see why he is so difficult to use, because he's super quick. He's almost too quick at points. But they kind of neutered his damage to where as though his base attacks, like just his punches and kicks, they don't barely do shit. But you have to use his web. If you shoot somebody with the web ball, then you put the spider tracer on them, which tracks them for the teammates. And also, if you hit somebody while they got it on, you get a 10% boost on the damage. So Spider-Man is more like an assist character in this game. He's not a character. Like when I was going head up trying to fight Captain America, it was like I was getting dusted. Which literally shouldn't be possible because he's way stronger than half the people in the roster. But
so actually, I have it like the star rate. So I do like that they have a difficulty rating on which character you want to play. So Spider-Man is definitely the highest. Bruce Banner is up there with a 4-star. Penny Parker, is up there. Who else is another high
Does
character?
he run around in her mech, I'm assuming?
Who,
Yeah.
Penny?
Penny,
Yeah.
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 He also has a
Do they-
in design as a Venom.
Mhm.
Do they have a class system, or is it just like free for? Is
No,
it
it's a
like
class system.
team
No,
deathmatch?
they have a class system. So they have
Okay.
they have duelists, strategists, and vanguard. So duelist characters are Winter Soldier, Punisher, Storm. Ironically, I didn't know that about Storm. Storm is a duelist. Moon Knight, Iron Fist, who's a fucking pain in the ass to go up against.
He's OP.
Yeah.
Beyond OP, bro. Beyond OP. Spider-Man is actually a duelist character as well, which is weird. So it's mainly like melee characters, and some characters with guns are duelist characters.
Are they like DPS?
Kind of. So
Okay.
then you have like the strategists, which are like more like support characters. Adam Warlock, Jeff the Shark, who is also OP with
Jeff the
his-
Shark is fucking insane in this game, yo.
Yeah, because he
I
can,
love Jeff.
he can eat you, like legit eat
I
you,
love
swallow
Jeff.
you, and people have been clipping themselves of getting the whole team in one go and running off the map and killing everybody,
Mhm.
which is
I had
fucking.
never heard of Jeff the Shark.
He
All right.
was like
The
what you
comic
call it?
relief character.
Well, no, he was like an online character. He was like not even like really in the comics. He was something that they kind of started like on the side, and then they brought him into the comics.
Mm-hmm.
He started off like non-existent, and then it was kind of like how Harley Quinn was only in the animated show.
And then she became popular. Yeah.
Yeah, did you play Overwatch ever?
I tried to play it, but the gameplay is just too bad.
There's a character on there that I don't understand, and I've tried multiple times, and that's how I feel Spider-Man is. I don't even know his name. I just call him the hamster character.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because I don't understand the spinning aspect, like how you shoot a
Wrecking Ball. He's Wrecking Ball.
wrecking ball. He shoots kind of like the 1980s or 1970s Batman movie where he shoots a little like wire and he moves the Batmobile.
Mm-hmm.
So wrecking ball will shoot this little wire and then you can spin and go in the air. I can't even get him a foot off the ground. And then when I tried Spider-Man, I couldn't do anything. Like I'm like, I don't know how you get up in there. So mad respect to you. I can't figure it out.
Listen, the first the first 2 games I played with Josh, I had Spider-Man, and I was like, yo, I'm about to get off him, bro. I'm not about to use him in this game. I wanted to switch so bad, but then I was like, you know what? Let me figure him out. I don't want to give him up so quick. And then once I figured that you have to stack the webs on people to trace them and then go and fight them, and then once you hit them with the web, you automatically get a zip line kick. That way you just hit R1 and it automatically tracks to him. I was like, okay, so I
Oh my
understand.
God.
So he's, like I said, he's more of a support character. Like if I see Josh would have Punisher, he'd be getting their health down with the turret. I go in and trace him and finish him off with a quick web zip kick. So that's his game.
That also helps me, like especially if he's up there and I'm looking for the enemy, he could track him and then I could go find him and do my damage. What I also love about this, and they might have, and you mentioned this probably as we were starting to record, Mark, that it is a kind of a copy paste of Overwatch, right? So what I don't know if this is in Overwatch or not, but what I love about that each character, that each champion you choose in Marvel Rivals, right, has a support as a character that can also support them if the player chooses to pick that one.
That's not in Overwatch. That's like the best part about Rivals is, so for example, if somebody is it Luna Snow? Is that her correct name?
Yeah.
Luna Snow.
If you're Luna and the other person chooses Jeff the Shark, Jeff gets to use his powers with ice in it, and it slows down people. So it's like really cool of where if you're choosing certain teams, you can do like 2 stack, 3 stack, maybe 4. I don't know if it's 4, but I know there's definitely 3 stack.
The maximum is 3 stacks, 2
Okay.
to 3 stacks. So if let's say somebody picks, say Joe hops on with us, he picks Venom, he can buff Gutter Spider-Man, and Spider-Man gets an extra ability with the symbiote. If somebody picks Rocket Raccoon with me or the Winter Soldier, we get unlimited ammo now.
Mm-hmm.
So it really adds to the strategy. Obviously, and I'm playing the Concord hero shooter, and now going into this, so I'm more familiar how to play hero shooters and how to pick my characters.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say this about I started saying this for COD too, but you can't play hero shooters with randos. You can't. You gotta have a squad.
Bro, we was getting
This is why we're trying to
cooked.
get Mars on to get this is why we're trying to get Mars on to get the Concord squad on our Marvel Rivals. So.
Not even in the Conquest Squad because you got mad at me that I got more kills than you in Concord.
I wasn't
Don't
mad.
The champion.
All right, calm down.
I wear the
Mr. Target
crown.
Man. calm down, Mr. Target Man. Calm down, Mr. Target Man. That was Bam that was talking shit. I was just like, damn.
That was
like,
you.
That was
That
not
was
me.
you.
That was not
That
me.
was
I
you.
was like, damn, I just got
I
the
will pull
game.
up
Like,
tweets. I'll pull up tweets.
Oh shit!
Don't make me. Don't make me.
Oh,
I'll do it
shit.
right now.
Oh shit! Mars
You know
on the
what
attack.
He pulled up the receipts. All right, he got me. I wasn't talking shit, quote unquote, shit talk. I was just surprised. I was like, damn, bro, I took a break for an hour. Y'all got how you got like 300 more kills than me, nigga?
Because I'm like that.
Yeah, because you a sweat, nigga. I'm not a sweat.
I sweat like crazy.
Mars sweat. Yeah, Mars he got to link up with us, bro. He got to join the squad.
This convo just went like, whoa.
You gotta respect it, Joel.
Dawson, you gotta get on too,
Yeah.
bro. Everybody gotta get on, bro.
Yeah, we getting
Oh.
the Concord squad.
Cause it's 6 players, so us 4 plus JD.
Yeah, shout out JD, bro, big homie.
He playing now. He said I'm waiting for y'all now. He just hit me up.
Yeah,
I was like, we
I'm
gonna do the
run a
pod
couple
first.
games. I'm gonna run a couple games before I call it a night. So like after this, like I do want to
I'm
run.
real curious what the meta, because in like a month,
Mhm.
the meta's going to evolve.
It's meta characters. It's meta characters.
Yeah, but I'm saying like in a month,
Groot's
once
one
people
of
have
them.
learned the combos, I'm saying like what's the max team size?
6.
Six.
Okay, so like I imagine there's going to be like layers with that 3 combo thing. So you're going to have squads of 6 where like specific characters are partnered off. You know what I mean? They're going to figure out some crazy combos that nobody's
Well-
thought of yet, and then everyone's going to be like, you're going to see like the meta team show up. You're going to be like, shit.
Well, honestly, I'm glad you say that because I think that plays into the core aspects of this game is teamwork.
It's more strategic in choosing who you play as than others. Yeah.
It's, and people don't realize that. That's what I learned about Hero Shooters playing Concord. Is that even though Concord had a smaller roster than Marvel Rivals, was that every character has a role. You have to pick the character to play your role. Like you can't pick a character as support and think you can take on everybody in the team. No,
Yeah.
you have to play the role of support. So when Sonny hopped on with us, Sonny picked Adam Warlock, who was a healer. So we said, Sonny, hang back, heal us while I'm do most of the damage. If we got another tank, we'll do most of the damage. And Gutter will start be support as well and start tagging him to track him. And that's how we win. So that's what I do love about, and I think this is also could be very successful. Where I know the chatter has been on the timeline that it could eclipse Overwatch. I'm not gonna go that far, but I do believe that you have the Overwatch fan base coming into this because it's something new, and Overwatch 2 did not do well at all. And you have the Marvel fan base as well. So this game, I wouldn't be shocked if I see this game at tournaments.
There was two things I wanted to say. I wanted to correct. There's 2 comments you guys said. I wanted to correct that. So Jolson said there was like what 44 characters in Overwatch.
Mm-hmm.
That's not true.
41. I said 41.
That's not true. So
Well, that's okay.
Overwatch-
I googled Overwatch 2. How many characters?
Let me
Let
say what I have to say. Overwatch 2 has 41 characters. Even though I think it's Overwatch 1.5 because that's
They're the
fucking
same
bullshit.
game.
It's the same.
Yeah, we're not going to pretend that there's a sequel.
It's so stupid.
It was
And
that
then
bad, I heard it was that bad.
The moment they canceled PVE, it stopped at 100. Like if PVE had been delivered, I'd call it a sequel. As is, no, it ain't a sequel.
Yeah, because I didn't even play the first Overwatch. I just tried Overwatch 2 on Series X when it came out, and it was dog shit.
I'm sure we all know who Metro is in gaming community. Metro
Chan or something like that.
Yeah, became Metro Chan. Die hard Overwatch man, like big homie right there for me. Die hard Overwatch man, bro. He said that shit was garbage.
it's bad. It's like
garbage.
The community turned on them hard and deservedly.
But the other thing was, Josh said none of the characters are the same. Scarlet Witch and Cloak are almost identical.
Okay.
They both have a draining attack.
I would say this though about that, because Cloak isn't a singular character.
Right.
Cloak can switch between Dagger.
Right.
And that, so like, say somebody wants to play as Cloak, you can switch. It can hit you with a mix-up with Dagger now, so that changes your whole format. So it's kind of like you're learning 2 different playstyles, and you have to combat 2 different playstyles when you go up against them. Like I think there are. And I probably did take it too far when I said.
No. I was just fucking with you about that. Like it's true. But like I'm not gonna be like you are completely wrong. Their ult is trash unless you're supposed to direct that somehow. They just fly in whatever pattern they fly in. I hate that ult. That ult is garbage.
I heard Magneto got the worst ult in the game though.
The ultimate.
No way.
I haven't seen all the ultimates yet. Actually, since you mentioned Magneto.
Yeah, they was saying his ult was worthless. That's what everybody was saying.
Hold up. It says, oh wait, hang on. I must be 9 years old. It says that Meteor M draw all the materials around the forge and the iron meteor that deals massive damage upon impact. It looks like it's a CC move, so a crowd control move. But I didn't. This is my first time hearing about that being a trap. I can tell you, Punishers probably gotta be up there, top 10, top 5.
Top.
Punisher ult is top.
Is that the turret? Is his turret the ultimate?
No.
Damn, that's not even the ultimate?
That's not his ult.
What the fuck?
That's a regular move.
That's crazy.
Why I told you yo, bro,
Hey, what's up, Killzone?
What's up, Killzone?
That's
his
crazy.
ult is whatchamacallit?
He pulls like double like Gatling guns and
double-
rockets. Like,
Oh,
rockets pop up over his
yeah,
shoulder.
yeah.
Does mad damage.
Punisher tough. He just slowed in a bitch, but that's fine because he make up for it in damage though.
He's like
And
one of
then-
the rare. He's the rare like actual human on the roster.
Mm-hmm.
Like him and
Why
Hawkeye,
would you
and that's probably it.
Yeah, Hawkeye got a crazy.
He
ult,
tough too, bro. He tough.
Oh, Black Widow as well.
Yeah, her sniper, like especially you get the headshots on
Oh
it, bro.
my goodness. Yeah.
Oh, she's
shot
OP.
dead.
She's OP.
Shot dead.
Yeah,
bro.
her and Hawkeye with the headshots was one shot the shit out of me yesterday.
She's borderline my second main is Black Widow. I'll pull her off if I'm really struggling in the match. She's borderline. Like I tried to go Star-Lord, but Black Widow's like, God, bro.
Star-Lord's OP. His ult is basically soldiers, which is just auto lock, and it just melts you. Just melts people.
Iron Man, he not OP, but he cheese, bro, because it's so hard to fucking hit Iron Man, bro. If you don't got the right character,
my
you just
God.
not gonna hit that motherfucker because he just in the air the whole match. You can't even get to him.
Then he ults, and then you're like, sweet, I'm dead. There's like nothing I can do.
Yeah, he ain't super strong, but it's just I just couldn't hit the motherfucker, bro.
You can't hit him. He do be annoying though. He do be
If you don't have Punisher, you're fucked. Like, it's like,
Yeah.
okay, we lost. We lost. There's no way.
Which is also the thing about Punisher is that Punisher is so slow and he does do damage and shit. I feel like his shotgun does need to be a buff. His assault rifle is good. His shotgun don't be doing enough damage in my eyes, in my opinion. Like it feels.
Wiz Cobra and YouTube is saying use Storm for Iron Man.
Storm Iron Man. Ooh,
I can see that. That makes sense.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Absolutely.
Any character that can fly, you need to use for Iron Man. or one
Does
with
she
long
have some sort of
range.
Does she have some sort of lightning?
Yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah. There you go.
But
Screw
she,
you,
like-
Tony Stark. Boom.
She like flies in to do like hand-to-hand combat.
Yeah, there are a lot of hand-to-hand combat fighters in this game. Obviously, Wolverine, Namor.
I ain't see no Namors. I didn't see not one yesterday. I don't think.
Yeah, we went up against a Namor like
We
on our
did?
second match.
I don't
Yeah.
remember. We probably was getting our ass whipped so bad.
No, that was when I went to that 30. When I went on like that 22 kill streak, bro. But I was like, it was one of them Namors in there. But Wolverine, Iron Fist, Psylocke. Iron Fist is fucking a problem. Bro. Like, it's
Oh my
They need to
God.
nerf him. They gotta nerf him, bro. Fuck that.
I was talking to my boy bad about that. I was like, yo, he's not.
They gotta nerf him,
Can
bro.
we
Anybody
just
here
talk
play
about how
League?
the art?
Huh?
Can we just talk about how good the art is?
Art is
Oh, yeah.
fantastic.
I'm
I'm looking at the
levels,
roster on the
everything.
website, and this is like
So
one of the
good.
first projects in a while that I'm just like, this looks great. Like Marvel's Avengers, it was like Wish Avengers, right? You got Avengers at home, Avengers.
They play too much into the realism.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah,
This plays into the.
but these
comic.
designs are Cloak and Dagger are one character.
Yeah,
they're one
you
character.
you can
Okay,
switch whenever you
that's
want
pretty
to. It's
And,
insane.
yo, and the crazy part, if you really look at it, you can see like Cloak's body is like nothing but darkness. It's like so
It's really cool.
like yo.
Oh, Hella's in here. Okay. Okay.
There's a
character-
Venom level where it's like Overwatch where you have to move the payload and you're moving a symbiote, and so
Yeah,
the
you-
whole time you're watching it.
Okay, that's
so it's
really
a
cool.
whole thing. You're watching
Yeah.
this thing just crawl with tendrils,
It-
and I was like, "What the fuck is this?"
Yeah, it's Noel's essence.
Yeah, it's like it's not just that. It's also the damn, I don't want to do it. The cosmetics as well. Like I had the Punisher 2029 outfit on. This shit looks fucking insane.
Mhm.
Scarlet Spider looks good. Penny Parker has the whatchamacallit, the help me out, the Venom cosmetic.
Yeah.
Where's that at? Hold up. I know I have.
Like you were asking Jolson about like how the how they work together. So if you have Venom working with Penny, she actually gets a symbiote attack. So then her robot suit will actually have it come out and attack people. Like, it was insane watching it. Like, I was like, what am I watching?
Yeah. And if you got the person that got Venom while you got Spider-Man or Penne on the team, you get a 10% boost in damage.
Dude, also the MVP cutscenes,
Oh yeah, they tough.
phenomenal.
Mhm.
Like, and each cosmetic has like their own MVP. Well, not each, but like some of them have their own MVP cutscenes, and it's like, because recently somebody showed like the Avengers in-game Iron Man suit, and it's like literally the MVP scene is like in that final scene with him blasting all the ships out of the sky, and it's like, and then finishes off with him holding the Infinity Gauntlet. It's like, that shit is cold, yo.
What I think is really cool about Rivals is that compared to Overwatch, and again, Gutta said he like played it and he didn't like it, is that back in the like when it first launched, it made sense who got play of the game. So you would know, basis to what you saw in the game, who got play of the game. You're like, yeah, that makes sense. And then after a while, it was just the stupidest shit. It would be just Mercy reviving people, and it's just like, just because she revived people, she gets play of the game. It's so stupid. So in Rivals, you can actually click each person and see their play of the game, which I think is incredible because let's say, arguably, you know, Sonny did really well. He went like on a crazy 15 kill streak, but he's just hanging out in the back. But because the game recognized it, they're like, oh, yeah, that's play of the game. Then you can click on Gutta's name and see him just murking like 5 people in a row, like easily. And it's like, oh man, that's really cool that we can see that because now I know what was your best play of the game.
Mm-hmm. They did a lot of stuff right with this game, man.
Yeah, they had time to cook too. They had time to cook. They gave out a beta and an alpha, and now we have the official release. It was free to play. It's available everywhere now at this point, minus Switch. I expect this game to go long. I expected this can last maybe a couple years, because especially the fact that you have this huge roster of Marvel characters, and you're going to just and soon enough add even more season content, new map, new game modes. Yeah, this is something special right here. This is a dub for Marvel, man. This is a dub
And
for Marvel.
some of these skins, I looked up the skins, and some of these skins are freaking sweet, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that the price of the skins are kind of sucks, but like,
Oh.
there's Sunny.
Hey!
Oh, it's the goat.
The white man's here.
Oh my god.
White man is here.
Oh, wow. What's up, guys? How's it going?
What's up?
Are we
Yo.
like in jail? Like what's the
He tried not to wake his daughter
no.
up, probably. You better get
Yeah,
your ass out the
she's-
room, boy.
Yeah.
She's asleep.
okay.
Yeah,
So what are we
but
talking about?
I'm not saying Marvel
We were
can
Rivals.
talk
talking
about
about
Rivals
Xbox
right
is
now.
trash. You know
Oh,
what I'm saying?
man.
You know what I mean.
It's
You know
good.
how it is. You know how it is, Sonny. You know.
It's good. I wasn't feeling it with Cap, but then I switched to Adam Warlock.
Yeah, that's your player right there.
They couldn't live without me, literally.
Hell no. I like his
Cap is a
revive
bitch. I
shit.
ain't gonna lie. Cap is definitely a bitch though, because he just be because he literally uses his shield to block all your attacks. It's be annoying as fuck, especially when you're punished. Right?
Especially when they got Doctor Strange, bro. He kept giving them armor. Yo, that shit was pissing me the fuck off, bro.
Oh,
You would have somebody down to that last little bit of health, and then Doctor Strange just give him a whole half of fucking bar of armor. And you're like, what the fuck?
Nah, it was Iron Fist was the one that annoys me.
Oh,
Iron
ridiculous.
Fist annoys everybody, bro.
I asked the group earlier. I don't know if you like. I know you are in PC. I don't know how well you play PC. As in, like, do you play a lot of PC games? But who here has played League of Legends?
I play League.
Oh yeah,
I watched.
I played a ton of it.
What's his face? He's like blind. I think he's the melee character. I think he's Asian.
Yeah, the Chinese
Yeah,
dude. I know what you're talking about.
played-
Yasuo, something like that. I don't
No.
know.
He just uses his hands. He has like a bandana.
Oh.
He plays just like him.
Yeah,
Like,
I
he's
know
just-
exactly who you're talking about. I just don't know his
You
name.
just get combos.
It's like
to
Wu
death.
Shang or something. No racism.
It's
I think his name
ridiculous.
Wu Shang or some shit. I don't know.
Like, I was like, oh, let me fight this guy, and I got melted in 1 second. I was like, what happened?
Yeah, Iron
Sounds
Fist.
about right.
is-
I almost want to get kicked by him, like an animation of him flying, like a flying kick, and I'd be like, okay, I'm glad I died to that. That's cool. Versus I see like
Well-
50 like hands coming at me. I'm like, what's happening?
That fucking clip I shared in the Discord earlier, fucking literally flying away as Iron Man in the flight mode, and he's just kicking behind me and chased me down and kicked me and killed me. I was like, bro, this man, because he can kick in the air faster than Iron Man can fly. What the fuck? I don't got these.
They found a way to make one
What,
of the corniest characters OP as hell.
What system are you guys all playing on? I know it has crossplay.
I've got it on PS5 now, but I was playing on PC last night.
I downloaded it
I
on
have it on
PC
both.
earlier, but I'm playing on PS5 right now. I'm gonna play on PC next week, probably.
They don't seem to have like a shared account system. Like
They don't.
you just have to
Yeah, just
like on PS5 I'm Sunny Slim 1 because I couldn't use my name.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. All right.
So there's cross play. There's not cross save.
No cross progression, but it is cross play.
Yeah.
That's a weird way to do it.
Hey,
Yeah.
I'll take it. Better than nothing.
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah.
I mean, Overwatch just got that like what, a year or two ago. So it's like, I think some
Overwatch is
games. I'm just saying, like Apex. I thought Apex had it for like ever, and they didn't. So I got all these free skins on the wrong account, and I can't get them. There's nothing they can do about it.
Damn.
They should add that though, especially because I know a lot of people like to play certain games on PC, especially like multiplayer games,
Mhm.
COD, Apex, Fortnite. They should add like cross progression for like multiplayer games.
Like you brought up COD, so like I used to like kind of like figure out the system, which was I would buy a regular version of COD on PlayStation, get all of the free skins, and then buy the PC one, and just mainly play in PC. And I have all these skins unlocked, and then I want to say it was Modern Warfare 2. They turned it off,
Man's a hacker.
and so
He's
like
hacked up.
you were supposed to get a Ronin skin on PlayStation, and it wouldn't let me use it on PC.
Yeah, I got that one. That was a PS Plus skin, I think.
Yep.
So I was
It was
saying like
fire.
if you played Genshin Impact on PS5 and got the Aloy character, could you play with her on the Xbox version that just launched?
Oh, that'd be crazy.
That's a good question. I know
I know you
Fortnite
can't
don't
get
give
her
a fuck. Fortnite don't give a fuck. You could do Master Chief on
I was gonna say,
PlayStation,
that's one of the
Kratos
reasons-
on Xbox.
That's one of the reasons Nintendo doesn't really let their stuff in Fortnite. I think is they don't want to see their characters on other platforms.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fortnite taking about just every character from every.
yeah. Fortnite don't care, bro.
I'm assuming we're all
Oh.
getting approached by Fortnite to have our likenesses put in soon. And you can $3. You can get a Jolson skin, and he runs slower than every other character in the game.
I wouldn't be shocked if the Marvel rival skins make it into Fortnite.
Yeah. Marvel probably got one of the tightest relationships with Fortnite ever.
If Cyclops does make it into Marvel Rivals, he needs an X-Men 1984 skin.
Agreed.
He needs the classic, overly belted blue and gold.
Yeah.
Like that has to be in there.
Well, it won't be his default costume because then you wouldn't make any
No.
money
Like
selling
it'd
it.
be one of his special. Yeah. But I'm saying like
Cyclops man that truly does not like that 90s.
I'm not saying I even like it. It's just so iconic
Hey.
for the character.
You talking about the
they gotta
one
do it.
where his like part of his suit is the cap and it's like
No,
I'm talking. Yeah, I'm talking
X-Men
the
97.
blue and gold. He has like the belt that goes over his shoulder, connects
Yeah.
to like it's in
Oh, you
Marvel
said-
vs. Capcom 2.
oh 97.
X-Men-
Yeah.
X-Men-
You said
X-Men
84
animated.
or
What?
something like that.
Yeah, I don't know why he said 84.
Yeah,
He
sorry.
said- I'm like, what the fuck?
That threw me through a trip because I was like,
That's why I said the one where he looked bald with the cap on. Like that's hell
Dude,
no.
I'm tired.
I'm sleepy.
No, I agree.
Old and tired.
Everybody needs their X-Men 97 skins.
I
Everybody.
mean, the Deadpool Wolverine fit for Wolverine looks clean as fuck.
Mhm.
That does. I just looked at that. That's pretty sweet.
Like,
But I'm saying out of all the
Deadpool-
characters.
no, Deadpool gonna be added to the. Deadpool coming.
Oh, absolutely. But out of all the characters, Cyclops more than anyone is what I'm saying needs his 97 skin in there. Like, yes, the others are iconic too, but I feel like Cyclops.
Yeah,
more
that should
than
be his
anybody
default.
needs it.
Well, it's not gonna be his default, but that skin definitely was up. That's a good skin.
His default skin probably will be something definitely cooler, but they know that the classic costumes have to come. Like even Spider-Man, like classic fit is going to.
I could see Cyclops having the cowl piece that has like the X eyes. I could see that being his default.
Spider-Man.
I did like
Spider-Man's one of the few that actually I think his default is the best one.
Yeah, I was
Out of
surprised because normally I don't like the black
version-
trims.
Oh, I think
That was kind of like a version of the PlayStation game.
Yeah, so
Dude,
it's a
kind of
black
just
spider.
black instead of white. Yeah.
Yeah, I think if you talking about the best default looking characters in Marvel, Hawkeye is up there. Moon Knight.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Moon Knight
Knight.
looked pretty good.
Moon Knight.
Psylocke looks really
I'm
good.
a big Moon Knight fan, but
I know why,
Punisher.
Sonny.
I think Punisher looks
What?
good.
You know why.
The skull face.
Yeah, he looked tough.
In it.
If Cap had his shield instead of that
Dude.
thing,
Holographic.
like,
Yeah,
Well-
Cap fit, it looks good. It's just the shield is bad.
yeah, if he had his actual shield, like, I think that would be his best.
Wolverine's default looks pretty bad. I don't like it at all.
Yeah, he look
I don't
goofy
know
as
why.
hell. He
I
look
don't
goofy
like
as
it.
shit.
Like, with
That's
the
gonna
hair
be. I'm
growing
telling you,
and
that's
stuff.
gonna be. You Wolverine looks.
He
like
and that bitch with some
one
high
day.
top sneakers on and shit. Come
Steven's
on,
gonna
man.
be so pissed.
Hang on, I will say this though. I love how they use the Berserker as a Super Saiyan, so he makes it go to the classic look. That is a nice detail.
Yeah, that's tough. That's tough.
But nah.
No.
Yeah, I think they know like a lot of people are gonna ask for more costumes, and they have a big giant ass book of costumes they could throw in, whether it be new.
Oh, they probably have a year's worth mapped out already. They probably got their year one roadmap already waiting.
They got like 2 years now.
Yeah, I'll say at least 2, bro. The way they moving with this game.
You know what? I actually like all the default costumes. When I'm looking at this roster, I don't think there's a single character that I'm like, man, that costume is bad. Like,
I think it's
Punisher
just a
with the
lot of
face
them.
paint is really nice.
A lot of them don't look bad. It's just that the default doesn't look like what you think of when you see that character, and then it's like
Facts.
the first paid one, like Magneto. He's in the white suit, and then
That's
his
fair.
I think
his
that's-
classic purple and red is. It looks good. It looks good. Magneto looks good. I'm not saying it doesn't. I'm just saying that they're making the classic suits the purchased ones because they know
Like
that's how
Hawkeye
you'll
looking
make
like
money.
Sub-Zero.
Yeah.
I don't care.
I
I'm
will
wait,
say the,
like
the
if you
worst.
color him yellow, you would expect him to yell, "Get over here!"
Oh my god! I think the worst paid one is
with his Ronin fit. That's why.
the Spider-Man
fair.
one. I think is like the worst one.
Really?
The Tom Holland one.
Yeah.
You don't like that?
I'm not-
Fat?
Oh, I thought you were talking the default with the Black Spider.
I'm
okay.
not trying to see no Tom Holland's like.
I wouldn't buy that because I played with it too much in the Spider-Man games. But it's
Yeah,
not
the
bad.
Iron
Yeah.
Spider, the Iron
Yeah.
Spider one. Yeah.
It ain't my favorite suit, but it's okay.
I'm playing Spider-Man 2 10 times from what the streets are saying.
But yeah, I'm on my 4th playthrough right now. 400%, man. Coming soon.
What was that guy saying to you too when you posted that? I forgot, but he was like pissed at you for like, oh, you don't even like good games. You're just playing this mid game over and over or something.
Oh,
like
he
that.
was like, oh, Sony's he was like, you're retarded, and Sony got you cucks playing the same games over and over because they don't got no games and y'all stupid. I'm just like, bro, why you so angry? I'm just enjoying my game, bro. I ain't bothering
Yeah,
nobody.
like who are you even? Like who are you to the Spider that you're gonna come in? Like, oh, I value your opinion, random stranger.
That's the thing with these random faceless Twitter accounts, bro. It just
We don't have that on Blue Sky, bro. That doesn't happen.
That is not 100% accurate, but
and that's
less
partly why
prevalent.
Blue Sky is boring though, man.
It is boring.
Yeah, I remember somebody when they came about Astrobot, and they came after her. This one dude said, yeah, like because she said well, she fell off on Astrobot on the second round. Like it was just a fair opinion. Like she just said second one Astrobot fell off. Somebody got mad at that to curse me. So
I was
give it time.
I was saying like what Gutta just said. Like I've been on Blue Sky, and like on the one hand, I'm happier because I'm not dealing with idiots all day long. But on the other hand, I don't talk to nobody over there. Nobody replies to nothing. Nobody does.
Bro, it's
anything.
the most boring shit. Listen, you need a moderate level of hate in anything, bro. There has to be a moderate level of hate, bro. I'm telling you, or it's boring, bro.
I get decent engagement, but because I made it on a bunch of starter lists, so I have like twice as many followers on Blue Sky than I do on Twitter now. But because of that, I get interaction. I think if I only had like 40 people, I think I'd be in the same boat.
I've got more followers on Blue Sky now than I had on Twitter. I think I got to 1.5k, and I don't know. I get a few likes and stuff, but people don't really talk over there.
Bro, listen, if I go on Blue Sky and if I go on there, here, Josh.
Because I be posting like the same kind of shit I post on Twitter. Like
Yeah, I literally post the same post that I post on Twitter. If I post The Last of Us 2 on Blue Sky, it'll like get a couple likes and somebody be, oh, I like that game. It's a good game. But when I post on Twitter, oh, you dumb Sony cuck bitch, that game old as shit. It been remastered 3 fucking times, you dumb bitch. I need that. I need that energy sometimes. It's entertaining.
I feel that fire.
It's too boring over there, man. Ain't no hate.
I do think that constant positivity is boring.
It's boring.
Which is like I saw I've seen posts where somebody was like, you know, what game do you think is overrated? And somebody replied like, I don't think we need that energy here. I'm like, hell, we don't. I will tell you every game I think is overrated. Let's start. Last of Us Part 1, done. There's the most overrated game ever.
Oh shit! Look at Ball. They don't like that.
I didn't say anything. I didn't.
Hey,
Look at his face. Look at his
Hey,
face.
you gotta stop. Don't do this.
Look at his face.
Don't do this right now. Don't do this right now.
Look at his face.
Don't do this right now.
If I do, I gotta think about it. I don't know if I gotta.
Pretty much every look. If you talk about overrated games, then we can just talk about the picture going around of 12 years of PlayStation games being nominated for Game of the Year. Every
Oh,
single
my
one.
God.
He's salty
Every
about
single
that.
one of them is overrated.
Yep.
I'm sorry. Anyone who thinks Halo 2 is one of the greatest games of all time doesn't get to talk about overrated games.
It is one of the greatest.
Huh?
Games. What are you talking about?
It's probably the most overrated Halo game.
How is it
I
overrated?
think Halo 1 is overrated like crazy.
Oh shit!
Yeah, Halo.
I could say with my entire chest that I think the Halo franchise, 1 through
How?
3. Can
Here
I
we go.
finish?
This is gonna
Can I
be
finish?
Pony,
for Sonny.
Pony.
Sonny, can I finish?
Pony, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I'm just saying you didn't let me get a sentence out. You were like, how?
Please let him finish this. I'm interested.
Just go
If you
ahead.
go through 1 through 3, I love 3. I'm saying if you go 1 through 3, I'm gonna ask the group, not Sonny. I'm gonna ask the group.
Wow.
Are you guys ready? No, I'm being serious. Here's the question,
All right.
and
Okay.
tell me I'm wrong.
All right, go
I'm
ahead.
ready.
What is the story of Halo 1 through 3? Halo, Chief, he goes to a ring. Halo 2, there's more rings. He goes to those. Halo 3, there's more rings. And that's the story.
And they
That-
activate the
that
rings
is
to destroy
so-
the flood.
That is such a ass.
Is that
cake,
not
bro.
is that not what happens?
Look.
Is that not what happens?
Let's ask Mars. Let's ask Mars. So, what's the story of Last of Us? Sad dad. What's the story of Last of Us 2? Sad dad. What's the story of God of War 2018?
gotta-
Sad dad.
you gotta-
What's the
you gotta
story of
correct that one.
Ragnarok?
You
Sad
gotta correct
dad.
that one. You got that one wrong.
What's the
You got
story
that
of
one wrong.
Spider-Man 2018?
Can I answer? Can I respond? Can I
Sad
respond?
daughter.
Sad adopted dad when
Can
he
I
adopts
respond?
Miles.
I gotta correct you. Can I answer?
Go ahead. Go
Last
ahead,
of Us 2 is wrong. You said sad dad. That dad's dead. That's all I'm saying. That's incorrect.
Sad daughter.
This is
Sad
He's
daughter.
dead.
This
Sad
is why
daughter.
Spider doesn't enjoy Blue Sky. He needs this. He needs this.
No, we gonna let him slide. He said, "What's the story of Spider-Man 2018?" Sad.
You can very poorly boil down any game story like that. Like the Halo trilogy, bro. Like that was.
And Halo don't even need no story. His Master Chief and his badass armor whooping ass.
yet-
That's all the story you need.
Still
And
messed
yet-
it up for 5.
And yet,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah,
but-
yeah, they did, they
Halo,
did.
Halo 5 story was bad.
We agree on that.
I agree there. We all agree on that.
But that's evidence
But-
that Halo can't, like, if Halo doesn't have a good story, it stands out. Therefore, implying that most Halos have a good story.
Does it stand out because of the story, or does it stand out because of the one character in the story is just so cool and matters?
I think a lot of people's favorite
Or it's
character.
like, it's really the dynamic of those two. That's what stands out.
Yeah, it's the dynamic of like Bungie's trilogy was very much just kind of the soldier, right? Like it had moments. You know, there's moments you see like in Halo 3, you know, when they're watching Cortana's message and she kind of falls over and Chief kind of leans forward, puts his fists on the table. You get like little things where it kind of shows his humanity more. Halo 4 is really when they delve deeper into that. And then you got I mean the best Halo games as far as story goes are ODST and Reach. 5.
I agree with that.
Can I ask you a question, Sonny?
Yeah.
So you said trilogy. This is serious. I'm not trying to fuck with you. So why is ODST never considered part of, like, why is it not a four games? Why is it always considered 3?
Well, I mean, technically, Bungie made what, 5?
5?
If you
Yeah,
count Reach
5.
and ODST. I mean, I just call it. I call 1 through 3 Bungie's trilogy because it's all one story. I mean, Halo 3 ODST doesn't really have much to do with Chief's story during 1 through
Yeah.
3.
That's fair.
Reach doesn't really have much to do with his story besides the fact that they're getting Cortana and taking her to the pillar.
I thought Chief was in. He was in one of the in the, what is it?
in the
Ship?
in the legendary ending. If you play it on legendary, you can get an Easter egg if you pan the camera over when the pillar of autumn's leaving.
He's on the Pillar of Autumn, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's on the Pelican, which doesn't make any sense why he'd be in cryo sleep on the Pelican. He would have been he would have been in cryo on the
I don't
ship
know
as
this
it was
stuff.
in. Yeah, so like, but it's not a canon scene. It's just a Easter egg. So.
Well, and,
I thought it was
simplistic
canon.
stories. Halo does have a simplistic story, but it doesn't make it a bad story.
Sure, they
do a good job with the emotional beats
Yes.
are there. They do a
Yes.
good job with.
and the music. The music is some of the best in gaming. Like even
I
the.
have to agree with that. Yeah.
I mean, I think it peaks with Reach and ODST, but like 1 through 3 has an amazing soundtrack as well.
Can I ask you a question, Sonny?
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, I'm asking you were talking. I didn't want to be rude and just start talking over you.
What's up?
Man, talk over him, man.
The fuck is you talking
Don't
to?
ask him no question. Talk over him.
I'm being polite. This is not Twitter.
No,
It's
Spider
not
needs
Twitter.
our toxicity right
Yeah,
now. He
man.
needs us to
You're too
feed-
nice,
he
man.
needs us to fuel it.
I'm sorry. I'm polite and I care about his opinion.
You ain't polite on
Yes.
Twitter.
This is
That's
not how.
different.
This
That's
is not.
different.
how
He said that's
Don't do that.
different.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Look, I seen how you was going at my boy the other day too. I'm gonna let you finish, bro. But lay off my boy games. Lay off my boy games. So what? He don't barely play his Xbox. Leave that man alone. Continue your point.
Hey,
Bunch of fraud.
That's my dog. Go ahead.
am I incorrect? As in, so in Halo Infinite, obviously you played it. I know you love it, Sonny. Am I incorrect in the way that they handled the story of like emotional moments they dropped the ball on? So like, what I mean by that is, in my opinion, I don't know if this is a universal thing. It seems universal, but I'm not really sure. Halo Reach has one of the most like gut punching stories.
Oh yeah.
Right. And so you know all these people. Then you get to Halo 5 and you're introduced to all these characters. Forget the fact that Halo 5 is universally hated, but it has all these characters, right? You get to Halo Infinite and you find these people and they're dead and it's supposed to be this emotional scene and I'm like, I just found a dead body. I don't know what's going on.
So for Infinite, it's hard because it depends on how much you interacted with Halo 4 and 5's kind of side stories and the expanded lore. So one of the issues with 343 was that they put too much supplemental lore that takes place in between the games in books and in side stories.
Okay.
Bungie was criticized for just not really giving a shit about the books. So like the Fall of Reach book and the Reach game are nothing alike. In the
That's what I
book,
heard.
the Spartan 3s don't exist. It was Chief on the planet. And it tells you the story of like how they were created. So Bungie kind of never really gave a shit about sticking with the expanded lore or the books and making it whatever. 343 went the opposite way. They kind of put too much. There's like a whole series of books that takes place between 5 and Infinite. The thing with Infinite though is a lot of the Spartan 4s that you find that are dead are ones that you play with in Spartan Ops in Halo 4. So that's where you would know those characters from. Like Fireteam Osiris and fuck, I'm trying to remember the name of the fire team from Halo from Spartan Ops. I can't remember them off the top of my head.
So it's like the Star Wars situation where it's like if you know the books, you understand the movies better.
A little bit better, yeah.
Like,
A lot. I felt like a lot of the emotional chords in Halo Infinite were good. Were between Chief and the weapon, and the kind of flashbacks with Cortana and
Yeah. I
my
like
issues
those
with
things.
Halo Infinite's campaign is just that 3 games in a row they introduce a new enemy. like they didn't even finish the Didact, and then Halo 5 had Warden Eternal and Cortana, and then now we've got the Endless, which we don't even know if they're going to do anything with that. Yeah. The Brutes are great. They're great from Halo Wars 2. I love them. The Banished. So I wish we would have gotten more of their. I wish we would have gotten more of their.
Like Halo's in a Kingdom Hearts situation, so if you only play
Yeah.
the mainline game,
Yeah.
Your mic.
Bro muted. Bro muted. What happened?
He's not muted. I think his mic died.
Bro, oh shit.
I think Halo Infinite partially had a problem where a lot of the most interesting things happened before the game started, and you're seeing these things after the fact, right?
Yeah, I agree.
As opposed to being an active participant in these things, you're learning what happened, and then essentially the game. You're back.
Yeah.
The game, essentially, the game then. At the end of it is like, okay, now there's this new adventure that we're gonna have to go on.
There's an entire book called Shadows of Reach about
Of
Chief
course there is.
Did not know that.
and Blue Team going back to Reach to find Halsey's lab to get another copy of her clone. That's how they made the weapon. They made another copy of Halsey's.
None of this.
Yeah, they got DNA from another Halsey clone to make the weapon, because the weapon is supposed to be like a perfect copy of Cortana. And that's how you defeat Cortana. That's how they stopped her.
You needed a perfect Halsey clone to make that. What?
So Cortana is a clone of Halsey.
I didn't even know that. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
That's why they all have the same voice actors. That's why Halsey, Cortana, and the weapon are all voiced by Jen Taylor.
Was that 343 or was that Bungie who established that?
Bungie.
Okay. I missed it.
It's in the books. Well, I guess technically not Bungie then. Whoever wrote the books, but they've adapted it.
The Bungie era.
But the Bungie era books, yeah, Fall
Yeah.
of Reach, and whatnot. So you get a lot of that. Like it was illegal. Like she wasn't supposed to do it, but they were also like kidnapping 12-year-olds and turning them into
Yeah.
super soldiers. So yeah, I don't think there's a lot of
I knew
morality
that
on
much.
there. But that was one of the things they got right in the Halo TV show, was her having clones of herself, and that's how they made Cortana. So
Nice that they got something right.
But-
Oh my god.
You got something to say, Gata? You got something? You got some words for me, huh?
No, I'm just fixing my camera, my PlayStation camera. I ain't got nothing to say.
to go back to the heresy of Halo 2 being overrated.
That's just blasphemy, bro. Don't even elaborate on that, bro. Tell him to be quiet.
You know what? I can't even.
hold on.
Let me defend it for a moment. Then, if you're gonna bring it up, let me at least say why. Halo 1 was amazing. It stands as one of the best games of all time. Halo 3 as well. Halo 2's core problem, and this is me. When I say overrated, I'm talking campaigns. I'm not talking multiplayer.
Okay.
Like that is very important, because like all of the multiplayer has been good. Like I'm not going to take away from that. But in terms of campaign, it is the weakest, in my opinion, of the Bungie campaigns.
Oh my god.
By a decent margin, partially because, and this isn't even their fault, Microsoft set an unfair timeline for them, and they basically had to rush. That's why the ending is so abrupt,
Yeah,
and
Halo.
the ending is so unsatisfying. Like it was unfair to Bungie, but
I will
think
say
I like
this,
the
though.
Arbiter. Like I'm not criticizing the Arbiter, but the campaign falls flat compared to the other 4 games Bungie made.
I will say, I think some of it is Bungie's fault, though, because Halo 2 is a pretty long game. Even though it's short, it gets cut short. Like, it's not like it's short. Like, it's got like 15 levels, like, so they wanted to have a couple more levels of Chief, like, fighting in the ship, and whatever before they got to Earth. So, yeah, I mean, if you're just talking about campaign, I could kind of see that. A lot of people's favorite campaign is Halo 3. Some
Yes.
have Halo 3. My favorite is Halo 2, but that's because overall that game is just, it did so much. Like, I mean, Xbox Live is successful because of Halo 2. Games use matchmaking the way they do today because of Halo 2.
Well, and
Right.
I'm not taking away from that. So I
Yeah.
do need to preface. I'm just talking campaign, because the tech stuff, like it's clear to see on the console side that Bungie really kind of established a lot of what we kind of take for granted nowadays in terms of multiplayer on console. That's
Well, I
fine.
mean, shooters weren't even fun on console until Halo 1. I don't care about anybody says about GoldenEye. That game sucks.
I mean, you're
Medal of Honor
wrong.
PS1.
Hey, the
Tough.
intro's still
So
fire,
calm.
bro. The intro's still fire.
Is it not documented that like Bungie has stated that there was an issue with the timing, and then they themselves felt that the multiplayer was off?
Also, Time Splitters came out before Halo, and Time Splitters was fun as hell.
Yeah,
It
well,
was alright. It didn't control as good as Halo, though.
Okay, it didn't control as good. You just said they weren't fun. That shooters
Yeah.
were not fun on console until
They
Halo.
No,
Yeah,
they
see, that's
weren't.
that is the
stand
Xbox.
by that.
That's the Xbox.
All right, listen,
talking.
listen.
I stand by that.
You know what?
2001.
We don't always agree, but I'm gonna agree with him with that, bro.
Let's go.
And I played a lot of Medal on PS1 and different shit. GoldenEye, Doom, before Halo came out, them shits played horrible, bro. Like, just be real about it, bro. Half of them shits you was using the fucking buttons to aim and shit. It was just bad, bro. That shit was
I
terrible, yo.
understand, but that's not the same as saying they could like that. Like to just like I say they weren't fun is incorrect.
You can have fun with anything,
I blame
bro.
you, Sonny.
It's people that have fun with Gollum.
I know,
Does that mean the
you know
game?
what, you're right. You know what? You're right. You can't have fun with a lot of crap. Kind of like going to see Madam Web. And
Oh, here you go, bro. He ain't gonna let me
I
live,
blame you,
bro.
Sonny.
You
See
knew
what
he
you
was gonna
did?
find a way to
You got
bring
him on a
that.
rant. You got him on a rant.
Hey.
He's already got his tickets for Craven next week.
No one cares about
Look
this
at that.
movie.
I'm going to see.
No one
I'm going to
cares.
see Craven.
Gotta,
I
no
am
one
going
cares.
to go see
Gotta,
Craven.
no one
I'm
cares.
going to be mad
Gotta,
if
no one
I
cares.
see it.
Got that Madam Web Steelbook, baby. What's
No one
up?
cares.
I am gonna go see Craven.
4K
Awesome.
Blu-ray,
Fire.
4K Blu-ray, man. You know what I'm saying?
Just
Awesome fire.
and to balance it out,
All my friends that I associate.
didn't I also say the most overrated game of all time was The Last of Us?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. I agree.
So, and I would say the most overrated current development studio is Naughty Dog.
You know what? I'm not gonna say Last of Us because there's some redeeming qualities there. I would say Horizon Zero Dawn. How the fuck did that game sell 18 million copies?
That game is fun
No.
to play.
No, the fuck
Last
is
of Us
not.
Gameplay is not.
No, I disagree with that, yo. Horizon is some of the most boring shit I've ever played, and I beat
I'm
the
sorry,
second
I
one.
get to shoot a Tyrannosaurus Rex robot with
Trash.
That's what I'm about to say. I think Horizon's concept and idea of a future dystopian caveman like shit with metal dinosaur robots. That's actually a dope idea.
It is. They didn't execute it correctly.
Can't believe I'm
a sounds like
agreeing
a
with
skill
Joe.
issue. Sounds like
Yeah,
a
but
skill
I'm-
issue. You
I
must not
am.
have engaged with all the different options you had.
Oh,
Because
right, yeah.
You had the Tripcaster. You had the
I did all of that.
There's so much you could do.
I beat Forbidden West. I did all of that, and I mainly like using the traps. I didn't even really like getting in a face-to-face confrontation like that.
I can't believe this is happening twice.
It was
in a
mid, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
man.
yeah. Me
Or
and
me and
Sonny on the same team is weird.
I
Two
think
times
Watch
in
Dogs
1 week.
1. If I had to pick one, it would be Watch Dogs 1. That was overrated versus Watch Dogs.
But
I would say overhyped, not overrated.
Overhyped. Yeah, I would say that because not too many people when it came out were like, "This is the greatest." thing
Yeah,
ever.
nah. Once it came out, everybody
I
was
think
shitting
if
on it.
you-
So
If you have an 8 out of 10 game that people treat like a 10 out of 10, that is more overrated than if people treat a 6 out of 10 game like an 8 out of 10.
Then I'll
So
tell
would
you,
That
you-
is the top
the Demon
tier.
Slayer game would definitely.
Yeah, I
overrated.
really liked. I didn't really understand. Like, I understood the controversy behind Watch Dogs because, like, obviously the final product didn't visually look like anything like
Yeah, it
what
didn't-
they showed off.
It's kind of like
But-
it's gone.
But like the gameplay was awesome, and it's like as someone
was-
that's not really
It was
as someone
okay.
as someone that's not really into. I'm not really into GTA kind of games like that much. I'm not really
That's
into
fair.
those kind of games.
Oh,
But
I
this
didn't
one
know
kind
that.
of felt different. Like, you know, like being able to activate like barriers with your phone or
that was
Yeah.
innovative. That whole system they had was
Change
very
the-
innovative.
change the
It
It was
streetlight,
interesting, but it didn't. It was surface level. It wasn't really that deep of a system. It was press a button and this happens. Like it
Well, yeah,
was like
but I mean,
you
it's a
weren't
video
really
game.
affecting the world much.
He said it's a video game.
Hold up, I think that they also had something very innovative as well, and that was one of their multi. I think correct me if I'm wrong, Watch Dogs 1 still did have multiplayer one. They
I
took
actually
it to
played some
another
multiplayer.
level.
That was my buddies. Yeah.
Watch Dogs 2 multiplayer took it to a whole new level in terms of that franchise. But one had a really cool like multiplayer.
Kind of like a hide and seek.
I love
Yeah,
that.
hide and
It was
Yeah.
so
seek, it
cool.
was like the
Yeah.
best
Find
thing
the
in
hacker or
Watch Dogs
something?
1. Yeah,
Yeah.
find the hacker. So you would spend the whole searching all over looking for it, and you had to find him and kill him. That was a cool like little.
This multi was really
thing.
good.
So
I
When
just
you
thought
say
it was
overrated.
cool. Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, you go ahead, Sonny.
Well, I just thought it was cool. You could like, you know, you're running from somebody, running from the cops. You could like make the fucking sewer thing explode, or you know,
yeah.
I love
whatever. And
I
like,
had a
yeah, I mean,
blast playing
sure,
the game.
you're just pressing a button, but I mean, that's just games, right? Like, I mean, you're not doing anything in
but
any
it-
game except just
When I'm
pressing a
saying
button.
it's surface level, I mean like I don't know. There is depth to that idea that they could have done with it that I just feel like they didn't. So it just became like another type of superpower with a different skin.
True,
Like,
but I mean,
I
still
understand,
cool.
and I understand to a degree that's video games in general, but like I don't know. I just felt. I guess I had hoped for more depth to the experience than that.
I don't know what else they would have done though. I mean, it's you want it to be fast and snappy so that players can have fun with
Well,
it. Right?
I would say Watch Dogs 2 was a good evolution of it. Like there was
Yeah.
a lot more that they added in there, especially
You
with
just finished
like the
that game.
squad and the gadgets and stuff.
Yeah.
And Watch Dogs Legion, that was just a weird.
By the
Again,
time,
high level
listen,
concept, interesting idea.
I want to
bad
talk about
execution.
that. I want to talk about that because
Yeah.
ain't nobody get that game a fair shake. People didn't get
I-
that game perfected so many systems in the earlier Watch Dogs, but by the time they got around to it, it was just too late. People was burnt out on the franchise, and they didn't want to give it a fair shake. Yeah, that
also
game was
think-
actually good.
Hang on, I also think what I didn't like about it was one of my biggest things that I think the idea and concept of playing with all these NPCs is cool, but at the end of the day, you're not making me care about them unless Like you're just not making me care about them. Like we cared about Marcus in Watch Dogs 2 and the characters he was with. You cared about Aiden in Watch Dogs 1 and the characters.
I loved Aiden.
Like
Loved
that's
him.
the thing. Like when you give me a bunch of NPCs, I don't care because none of these NPCs push the story.
You need that human element. You need that feeling of emotional investment.
It would have been.
Human investment. You need the relatability of
Yeah.
characters, and none of the NPCs gave you.
It would have been better to have had a main character in that game, but then give you the
Yes,
ability to
exactly.
take over other NPCs to do.
And
to get
and
the,
so that the recruitment idea was good. I actually think they could have expanded on the recruitment thing. And like you said, you get a main character, and you were basically like recruiting like a mini hacker army of street level people, like the mob mobilized against the man type of a thing. They could have done that bigger.
They should have taken cues from Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. And how
that was
worked.
in my head. Yeah.
Brotherhood,
So,
Brotherhood
like,
did that well.
and how they did kind of
all the Assassin's Creed
with Ezio building up the Brotherhood, and then you could like call them in to help you while you're doing things and stuff. That was pretty cool. So
I was gonna say, even take it a step further, like think of like a character, and then you have side characters that you care about. Mass Effect does that the best. Mass Effect 2 and 3 and 1.
Yeah.
So
And that's
back to
true,
my
too.
question.
Speaking of
you said
overrated.
overrated. Jolson, you said overrated. So like, are you talking about like reviewed?
What, about Watch Dogs? I don't think Watch Dogs is overrated.
No. So no, I'm saying so like. Last of Us got like high reviews. Right.
Well, so to me, it's not the greatest game of all time. I don't even think it's in the discussion. But so many people say it's the greatest video game.
I'll agree
of
with
all
Joseph
time.
with that. I don't think either Last of Us game is a fucking masterpiece. That's
So,
just.
I think it has an
delusion.
amazing
It depends
story
on what-
with.
it depends on what
I
you
think it has
define
mediocre
masterpiece.
gameplay.
So I
think
wanted
it
to
depends
toss
on
my
what you
name
define
in.
masterpiece.
Of what like is an overrated game, I think Deathloop is highly overrated. I think it's a garbage.
I
game.
will
got
agree with
over-
that. I'll agree with that.
That got
I-
critical reviews that were too high, but I think at this point, culturally, it's appropriately rated because nobody treats it like a 10 out of 10. Most people treat it like it's
Yeah.
a fun game, but it's not.
It was-
Like Dishonored is more memorable than Deathloop at this point
I
for most
love
people.
Dishonored.
So
That's what I'm saying.
Deathloop-
Like it got crazy high reviews when it released. I agree that the reviews were
Yeah,
crazy. Like that was too much.
So
But
when,
in terms of
when
like actual gamers now, I don't think it's overrated among the norm.
Deathloop was a perfect example of what I've been talking about. When it was a
Payola.
PlayStation exclusive, it was amazing. It was Game of the Year nominee.
Within
And then it
2
came-
months,
and then-
people
and
had
then when
already
it-
said it's no.
And then when it came to Xbox, they were like, "Nah, it's actually kind of trash. I don't know." We don't
No.
really like it
Even
anymore."
within a couple of months, because I remember I
Okay.
was talking to my manager at
Okay,
GameStop
kinda
at the
fell off.
time. Even
They got bought.
I think they got bought before it released on PlayStation.
I think they did. Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
I think they did.
No, but so I was talking to my boss, and he even agreed. Like a month after the game release, he's like, "It got like the reviews were out of hand."
No,
Like,
ask
I already
him-
knew a month after people were saying that.
Hey, ask Sonny what happened with Ghostwire Tokyo then. Why they didn't give that 10 out of 10s if it was the PlayStation tax? What happened with that game? Because that game didn't review that
yeah.
well.
They loved it on PlayStation.
No, they didn't. Stop it.
Did
No, they
not.
didn't. Cut it out.
Did not.
I don't know.
I was the only person talking about how good
I'm
that
gonna
game
turn-
was.
I'm going to throw out a
Definitely.
term that's important here: confirmation bias.
I
Every
got
time
Deathloop.
he only sees the things he wants to see when it comes to his house.
I think Deathloop was a lot like Dragon Age Inquisition. It's like one of those games where it's like, why is it nominated for Game of the Year? Like, I don't understand. Like, what's going on?
I got the game day one. I was hyped because I love Arcane, and I was just like, this game looks so good. I can't wait. I love the
See, I've never been an
characters.
arcade fan.
I was like, I'm so in. I'm playing the game. I'm like, this is a 90s game. Because it goes, here's a red enemy, here's a yellow
Oh,
enemy, here's a blue
2021?
enemy.
That was the year. It Takes Two won. That was just a weird year too. That was kind of like 2014, where you didn't. What?
We're not talking about the Game Award. We're just talking about one game. Who cares about the
But
Game
no,
Award?
no. But he brought up Inquisition. Like, how did this get nominated for
Yeah.
Game of the Year?
2014.
Deathloop got nominated.
Who
because
nominated
2021
Inquisition, though?
Was a weird year.
Well,
It
definitely
was- it was a Game Award.
It also
Deathloop
got
did have
nominated
great
at
characters.
multiple award areas. It wasn't just the Game Awards. It got nominated.
Did Inquisition get
everywhere.
nominated for Game of the Award? Game of the Year anywhere?
It won Game of the Year in 2014.
No, I'm talking
Yeah.
about. Oh, I'm thinking about Velgar. My fault.
Inquisition won in 2014.
Yeah. But even I'm just saying, 2021. If you look at the awards, if you look at the games that released that year, it makes sense that it was kind of a weird year for games in general because there wasn't that like all timer. Like there wasn't a Baldur's Gate 3, there wasn't a Mass Effect 2, there wasn't a Even
There was
God of
one.
War 2018.
There was one game. It was the People's Choice Champion of 2021, Halo Infinite.
I hate you, Sonny.
All right.
Didn't that game win that before the game even came out?
Came out
Yes.
like after the award.
Yes.
No, the multiplayer had been out by the time the Game Awards had come
Yeah.
out.
Freaking Xbox,
The multi-
man.
The
Holy crap.
multiplayer came out November 15th, which was Halo 1's anniversary, and the campaign launched December 8th.
Yeah, after the Game Awards, or was it like the day before?
I don't know.
No, that shit won Player Choice Award before the game came out, yo.
People were
And
so
then-
mad. They were like so many Xbox fans created accounts just to pump the numbers. I was like, is there not enough of us, or are there too many of us? Make up your mind. All right,
You want to know how that won? That won the same way that Black Myth Wukong just won the Golden Joysticks. You get enough
yeah.
people voting, and you skew it.
That's why I hate when they nominate fucking what's that game? That gotcha ass game they nominate every year for
Genshin.
awards.
Genshin
Yo,
Impact.
anytime that fucking game is nominated where anything people can vote for is
Yep.
gonna sweep. Stop
Yep.
nominating that shit.
It might not be sweeping this year. I will tell you.
Bro, it's whatever
Halo-
is nominated
Halo
for
Infinite-
is gonna win, bro.
It has-
Halo Infinite was a
there's
good
three
game,
wi-
but
waifu
it winning
games.
anything that year was ridiculous.
It's got to be Black Myth for popular game this year.
Because they're gonna
No,
vote.
It's gonna
China.
be fucking.
Yeah, because China.
Yeah.
It's gonna be Elden Ring. And I'm gonna lose my mind.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
Elden Ring will probably win Game of the Year. He was talking the vote one.
Yes,
Yeah, the-
Elden Ring's in there.
Yeah.
In the
So-
no, I'm
Yeah,
not,
it ain't gonna
it's
be
in
Black
the
Myth.
Player's choice.
It ain't gonna be Black. The more people ain't gonna vote for Elden Ring than Black Myth. Watch what I tell you.
Watch.
Black
I wanna
Myth?
bet, but
Nah.
You two need to bet. You two need to make a bet.
Watch.
Black Myth is gonna win, bro. Listen. Them Chinese people.
Let's make a bet. Let's make a
Remember,
bet.
look. It's
do
just,
that.
it's like when Jeremy Lin had his quick run.
Let's do a friendly
You
bet.
remember when
Let's do a
Jeremy
friendly
Lin had his quick run and he was one of the top people voted for the All Star game?
I'm a Nick.
Like, stop it, bro. There was no reason he was over some real NBA stars in the
way,
voting.
Jeremy Lin was better than Carmelo Anthony that year.
Hey,
No, he wasn't.
don't be
No, he
disrespectful.
wasn't.
Don't be
He had his spin
disrespectful.
move- He had his spin move
Hey,
on
some of
top.
these.
Be disrespectful, bro.
Everybody thought he was second coming to Jesus Christ.
Melo was out a lot that year with injury. That's why.
And Jeremy Lin was carrying shit, smacking game winners every game. Cooking. He put 38 on Kobe.
Hey.
And then what happened in the playoffs? And then what
He
happened?
got injured.
Melo poisoned the team camaraderie. That's what
Yeah,
happened.
Jeremy Lin got injured. He blew his ACL out. Everyone thought he could do. But what you want to bet, Mars? Because I'm 100%
yeah.
sure Black Myth is going to win. What do you want to bet?
You
Oh,
want
this
to?
is
You want to?
great.
I don't know if I have the right, like
He's trying to back out. now.
voice. No. I don't know if I have the right voice to say it, you know what I'm saying? But let's just say I got that thing on me, you know what I'm saying? So
Oh,
maybe a GameStop
God.
card, you know what I'm saying?
He
Got
wants to
that
give you
thing
this
on me, you know what I'm saying? Like
You think Elden Ring is going to beat Black Myth out for the People's
For the
Choice
player
Awards?
vote.
Player vote.
you're viewing it in such a different way.
How much
right?
is this card? How much is this card, bro? That you want to bet, bro? So what you want to
Why are you talking to me like that? Why are you talking to me like
do? Because that's ridiculous
why
that you
are
think
Why are you
that.
talking to me like I don't have
It's
enough,
ridiculous that you think that, bro.
that's how you feel right now. That's how you want to talk to me.
I'm just
That's
telling
fine.
you, bro.
Nah, don't worry about it.
Listen, we've seen
I
enough
love this so much.
votes. We've seen enough Chinese votes. No racism. They overly
Yao
vote.
Ming. Yao Ming.
Yes, he was injured. He was a starter. How was he a starter and he's injured?
Yeah. Yeah.
They
T-Mac.
Yeah, T-Mac too.
Chinese bump as well.
They do not fuck around when they come to voting for their people. I'm just telling you. I'm telling you. Even more than Japanese people.
So
China-
that's death loop.
Don't talk about that malarkey.
Hey, look.
It was a good game. That
No,
got,
it wasn't,
was
bro.
not good.
It was
It
mid.
was not
Mid.
good.
10 out of 10.
Mid.
It
was
was a
not
good
good.
game. It
It
is
was
a
not
good
good.
game.
6 out of 10.
That game sucks.
6
I
out
don't
of
like
10.
Game
I
was
don't, I don't even really like Dishonored. Like I've played them and it's like, I'm just not into it.
Yeah, I don't fuck with Dishonored either. More
I'm
mid.
with- I like
Oh
Dishonored.
wow.
Mid.
Dishonored's not bad. It's not.
Arcane is
I'm
mid,
not
bro.
I
like-
love
No, no,
Dishonored.
no, no, no,
I'm in
no,
love
no.
with it. Like,
No, you got me wrong. Like I'm not saying I think Dishonored's bad. I recognize that it's a very competently well-made game. It's just not really for me. Like I just don't really like the stealth
Yeah.
aspect.
speaking of
So-
the third-person stealth action, has anybody given it a shot to Indiana Jones?
Jolson was playing it. Go
Hey.
ahead, Jolson. Tell
Jolson,
us.
right?
It's a
Yeah,
first person.
so
And
so
third
it's
person.
kind of I like the way I've been kind of describing it is it's almost like a mix between Uncharted and you remember the Thief series?
Yes.
PS4.
Yeah.
It was like
So
PS4 day one.
well,
game.
even before that, it came out on PC and like when I was in high
Back-
school. It was
back
like
in the
Thief
day.
Oh,
1
I
and
had
2.
Thief
Yeah.
on Xbox One.
I didn't know
back
that
in
was-
Yeah,
1962.
There was a reboot in
Yeah.
PS4, Xbox One eras. But anyway, so So it starts with that sequence from Raiders of the Lost Ark that's very famous, and then when it gets into its original content, I gotta say it's pretty compelling. Like you do have, it starts out pretty stealthy, but I'm now in kind of an open hub area with a disguise, and I will say they did that pretty well. Like, so there are people you have to avoid, or they see through your disguise, or you can't. And if you go into certain areas, you know, you could automatically just get attacked on sight or something. The combat is mostly fist fight focused, but you can pick up things in the environment to fight. I'm enjoying my time with it so far. I gotta say, it's very well crafted. The music is on point, like pure Indiana Jones music. It's running really well, and I'm playing it on my PC. I haven't really run into issues. And it's
Is it
there's
60
puzzles.
FPS or you don't know?
I should probably install something that tells me what.
And
my
you
computer's
paid
running.
for this
It
game,
can be
huh?
in the settings. You can turn it on.
What I did is on Game Pass, it's kind of like Starfield did. There's a premium edition that has 3 days early, or there's a premium upgrade. So if you get the premium upgrade, it gets you the story DLC that comes out later, and you get to play it 3 days early.
How much
and
did
some
you
other
pay
stuff.
for this, Joseph?
30?
30?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you have Game Pass, you just have to pay for the upgrade. It's $30. If you wanna get it early. And-
Yeah.
I did it for
Hey,
Starfield,
look,
yeah.
I just want to make it clear. I live a very empty existence
I
with a
look.
pain condition. I'm going to spend money on video games.
For Starfield, like, you got the DLC too. Like, it came with the expansion.
Well,
so-
and Indiana Jones, same thing. There's you basically whatever the season pass equivalent is. There's stuff that comes with it.
Yeah.
So I'm enjoying. I'm looking forward to playing it more this weekend, and like I'm still exploring this first area. I got in a couple of fights because I was where I shouldn't be. Snuck around, stole some stuff. I solved a puzzle. Like there's some puzzles and mysteries you can find around. There's social aspects like you meet people, do quests, that sort of thing. So I'm only like a few hours in, but I gotta say it's pretty. I'd say it has pretty good potential. Spider will not enjoy it. I don't think he will. But
I'm not playing it either.
I'd say if you have Game Pass, it's worth trying.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try it when I get my discless Series X, but I'm not super excited to play it at all.
That's fair.
Joseph, I read that if you're a massive fan, like you'll love the game.
I think that's fair so far. There's stuff referring to other movies. It is very well done. Who is it? Troy Baker is voicing Indy, and
Yeah.
and it's pretty spot on. Like he absolutely deserves it. I want to say Marcus is the name of the other guy that kind of shows up in the movies, and he was in a scene. Actually, I can't talk about it because I don't want to give spoilers, but there's a very recognizable actor early on in the game that
Todd?
actually.
Yeah,
Huh?
Is it Tony Todd?
Okay, I didn't know who knew was in
Damn.
what. So, yeah.
He's
access
the
motherfuckers.
assassin, right, or
He
something?
was in the Tony Todd was in the trailers.
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't watch any trailer. What do you think I'm doing here? Come on.
So you
He's
know
excited.
Tony Todd?
Yeah, he's not excited for the new Xbox release. He didn't watch no trailer. Come on, guys.
Yeah. Why would I? After they've disappointed me 8 times in a row.
I mean,
Disappointed all the time, bro. He's a PlayStation
Actually,
fan.
I will say this. Based on what I've played so far, this has the potential to be the best Xbox exclusive I've played since Halo Infinite.
Oh my god,
Maybe. Yeah, actually, definitely since Halo Infinite.
the bar is at the fucking floor,
That's
bro.
4 years, dog. That's
Halo
4
it-
years.
3 years. 3 years. It was 2021.
Yeah, there.
But I will say, like, it's genuinely
That's
a
about to be
good game so
2025.
far.
Fuck.
Yeah, but it was December 2021. Remember, right before the Game Awards, that it won that award.
Listen, if you telling me this whole generation, the two best games you played is
November
Halo
15th.
Infinite and Indiana Jones, I don't even know. I can't even say nothing about that, bro. I don't even have no
Well, that's
opinion
why
on that.
Xbox sales are down like 60% year over.
Who
Xbox
here,
sales are down because they disappoint Jolson. That's the only reason why.
who here knows Gutta the longest? Like, who knows like his mannerisms really well?
Probably Sunny.
Bunny or
I don't
Josh?
know. Is it me? I don't think it's me.
The whole time,
JD would say it.
the whole time Jolson was talking,
Oh, I know. He was bored out of his mind, man. I
he
know.
looked bored, and then he pulled his glasses down. And he was just like,
I be peeping at with
I
Gutta, though.
understand. I understood. The question was not asked because Spider.
I didn't even
Spider
say
is
nothing.
allowing this title. He's
No,
allowing this
Gutta-
discussion because he's good, but he has no interest in this at all. I understand.
Honestly,
I hope no grudge.
I be because outside of Sunny right now, but 9 times 10 when we all probably have our cameras on. I be looking at Gutta face to face because I know I can see his reaction to every question, topic. I be like,
yeah.
I can
He
read
looks
this
so
motherfucker like a
angry.
book, bro. I can read him like a book. I know what he's thinking right now. He just don't want to say it.
You know what the best part was? Is when Joseph was like, "So the combat is just hands." It's got it was just like this game is trash.
I mean, it's Indiana Jones. He's not running around with a freaking minigun.
He always gets
I feel
me.
like that's the issue. I feel like Indiana Jones could have like I know it's like take place like in a.
He has a
1930s.
pistol. The whip
Right.
is a part of it, and the whip is part of exploration. Like, there's good exploration elements as well. So, it's just not Spidey's game, and that's fine. I don't expect him to be entranced by this discussion.
Who made Indiana Jones? This
Machine.
Machine Games, the guys who
Machine
made,
Games.
the guys who made
Wolfenstein.
Wolfenstein and then Wolfenstein: The New Colossus. Like, they legitimate pedigree.
That id Tech engine, baby, like it's running like over
Love
120
id Tech.
FPS. At
Yeah, you know what's
4K.
crazy?
Tech.
You know what's crazy
all
is
the-
Bethesda's best studios are what? Machine Games, id, and the people who made Dishonored. Not
Arcane.
BGS. Like, they're like BGS is like their fourth best studio now.
I mean, I hate that kind of thing because it's like they don't make the same kind of games. Like they make shooters. They
Okay,
don't make
Doom
RPGs.
Doom 2016 better than anything BGS has made since Skyrim.
I mean, I guess you could say that,
Damn.
but it's like they're not even the same kind of game, so I wouldn't compare them.
Okay,
That's
but
true.
that's a little unfair to say you can't compare them. Doesn't
Like what I
necessarily
say-
mean I'm wrong.
What I say overall that I think Doom Eternal's a more polished and higher quality experience than like Starfield, probably, yeah.
Yes.
But like,
Yes, hands down.
yeah, but I mean like, the goals are completely different. Like
Different
there's
experience.
does Starfield does Doom Eternal have a better story than Starfield? No,
Yes.
like it's because it doesn't need to though.
Yes.
Actually,
Yes.
I actually would agree with Spider because Starfield's
Yeah.
story was so underwhelming.
Yes.
I'm just saying but there's like no story in Doom Eternal really. Like
Yo, Josh,
They're
you
kind
see
Then
of-
that?
we shouldn't have
You see
have
that,
game awards. You can't compare games that aren't trying to do the same thing.
well, I agree. Game Awards are stupid. So
No, any game awards. You can't. Jordan Goystick's none of them. You can't compare games if they aren't trying to do the same thing. Apparently.
I mean, I feel like it's hard to compare Doom and then Starfield. It's two
Yeah.
separate games and two separate.
Here's what I know.
that's why I don't like.
Doom,
it's like-
I had this much fun. Starfield, I had this much fun.
And that's all that
Yeah.
matters. That's all that matters.
yeah, but another
But that's
person
you,
would feel
like,
differently.
Some people can look at Doom and be like, "Oh, I don't have fun killing a bunch of
Yeah.
zombies 24/7."
I understand that. I didn't say
matter of fact,
I'm not a big fan of
objectively.
either perspective.
If I'm gonna compare Doom Eternal to an RPG, it would be a FromSoft. It would be like a Souls-like because it's a lot more like that with its difficulty and in how you have to approach different enemies and stuff.
So
than-
you think it'd be more fair to compare? You think it'd be fair to compare Doom to Bloodborne, but not
No,
Doom to Starfield?
No, I just think they're more.
The only game you can compare to Doom is probably Wolfenstein. Cause
I think Doom Eternal is closer to a Bloodborne or an Elden Ring than it is to a Starfield, just in the fact that it's
Yo,
very
Mark,
much
that's
about
the
combat
All
level
right,
design.
let's move on. So who buying Ubisoft?
Like,
Yo, got it.
Who's buying Ubisoft? Are they
I'm
going with
buying.
they going with
I'm
they
buying
going with
it.
Tencent or you think?
so mad.
No, I'm just saying. All right, yo. I'm just asking y'all who going is Tencent going to buy him or y'all think?
Gut is bored.
No, I'm not bored. I'm enjoying it.
I'm trying to look up the more recent Ubisoft news because the last thing I had heard is that Sony was considering
This
it.
man said Doom
Huh?
Eternal is
Sony?
closer to Bloodborne than it is to Starfield, bro. Let's talk about Ubisoft, man.
Because
To the Ubisoft
Tencent said they
conversation,
wanted to
I don't know who
do
bought
a takeover. Is the last thing that got updated.
Yeah,
Tencent
I'm
wanted
gonna
to
buy it.
buy out the Giev.
the Guillermo
Yeah,
family.
Yeah.
the owners.
Oh god, they look like an earthquake. Oh god.
Look, I'm about to get my Christmas bonus. I'm gonna buy Ubisoft.
Do it. Do it.
Yeah, you might.
Oh
He
god,
own,
Jelson.
you know what I'm saying?
The first thing they're gonna do is make a new Immortals Phoenix Rising.
Yes.
That would still be a
That'd be
better
so
decision than
good.
Ubisoft
Yeah.
has made in 5
I
years.
would
Yeah.
buy that. I would buy it if we need
That yeah. So that 8 people that brought the first one get that one too. That's a good idea. I agree.
And then
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
What was
mean.
wrong with Phoenix Rising? That was a
and
good
then we're gonna
game.
get Child of Light 2.
Oh,
That
that's
game
a good
is fucking
game.
awesome.
I guess a good game.
Never heard of
Don't
it.
worry, you've never heard of it because you just press buttons and watch them attack. I know you ain't like that. You know, you don't like turn-based
I would
games.
say that Ubisoft
You know?
has a lot of issues, has a lot of problems. Obviously,
Everyone
we all
does.
know they have a big. Like I've never seen a game that has to deliver more than Assassin's Creed Shadows for a studio. Like Assassin's Creed Shadows has.
Man, let's be real. That shit is over with, bro. Like,
Like
Well,
it
and
probably
honestly,
not gonna save it either way, but they. Boy,
It-
man, like
and it
Like same way we talked about Indiana Jones with Xbox. Like if this game doesn't deliver, which
It's not.
This game has a black protagonist in 2025, bro. It's not gonna be successful, bro. It sounds stupid, but unfortunately, that's what's gonna happen, bro. It's just not gonna happen, bro.
Right. I mean, look at the landscape right now in America, right?
Spider-Man
Where-
2 and or Miles Morales
Unfortunate.
not.
That was a different time. We didn't have all these people talking about DEI and all this shit.
Here.
No, time
He
out,
did.
Joe.
Oh, you said Spider-Man 2? Well, you got Peter. This is a story based around Peter. Miles.
You got a Japanese woman in Shadow. So it's the same
Right.
thing.
Nah, it's a woman. That's a girl boss
Kidding.
game.
Kidding.
They said it's a girl boss game.
That
Hold
was
on,
a joke.
Hold on.
Time out. You're inaccurate. When Miles dropped, there was still even controversy when Miles dropped.
Yep.
People were like, oh, why couldn't we get Peter back? Yada yada yada. They shut the fuck up. It was quiet, but it wasn't as loud as it is now. When Miles Morales, when Spider-Man 2 came out, even though the story was still focused a lot more about Peter and Venom, of course, and Miles kind of had a nice little side story, niggas was still going crazy that Miles was dating a deaf girl and there was a gay couple.
MJ.
Miles is Miles. He's not Spider-Man. He's Miles.
They sold, right?
That is the bullshit for the.
They sold, though, right?
No, it didn't. It's not selling as good as Spider-Man, the first Spider-Man game.
No.
At the end of the day, it has the Spider-Man name to it versus Assassin's Creed. Assassin's Creed doesn't have a name like Spider-Man.
I'm just saying. My major thing is, yes, there are idiots who with very loud microphones on the internet. I'm saying I feel like you're giving them more power than they have. You are attributing more to them than they actually
No, look,
have.
and you know what? I had the same conversation with Sonny before he left Twitter, bro. We was talking about Dragon Age. I said, this game come out, it's done because it's too woke. And he said, no, you can't attribute all the power to stupid people. I said, bro, it don't matter. Them people that talk that DI shit, they are loud and they will boycott the shit out of a game.
Bad example.
No,
Veilguard's
it's
a
not,
bad
bro.
example because the writing was poor. The gameplay, I don't think.
We didn't know about the writing before the game came out, though.
About this on the show that whenever and me and Marge talked about this. When someone ever wanted to look up a gameplay of Dragon Age, what did they get? Fucking DEI woke.
See, I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you.
Political bullshit.
I understand that, but my point is, if the game was well written, like Dragon Age Origins was, if the gameplay was better, it would still have sold.
What they gonna do when Mass Effect come back?
Yeah, hold on.
What
Can
they
I
gonna
just?
do when Mass Effect
If
come
it's
back?
a good game, it'll sell.
Yeah, hold on. Let Sonny go. Then I'm gonna say something at the end. Go
Let me
ahead,
say
Sonny.
something real quick. So with Dragon Age, I was wrong when we were talking about that before about them not having that power because they most certainly do. Veilguard, it's okay. Is it okay? Here's my thing with look, Dragon Age is not a series that has sold well in general. Like people were comparing it to Monster Hunter's player numbers, and that like all of Dragon Age games combined don't sell as good as like the one Monster Hunter game. I think they've sold 12 million copies of Dragon Age games.
Monster Hunter's
altogether.
crazy.
Okay.
Dragon Age Origins sold 4 million.
Yeah. So but my point really is like having played through all of Dragon Age Veilguard, is it the best written game in the series? No, I wouldn't even say that. It's not bad though. What the examples that you get of the bad writing in that game are all that one scene or one other scene.
And listen,
you know.
You remember I played it, right? Like,
listen, this is.
I'm not saying from those.
This is what Joseph is
I played it
missing.
because I played it.
Hold on, this is what he missing. He missing when he talk about.
My point is.
Oh, go ahead, son. You ain't finished. Go ahead.
If I can just let me just finish my point. My point isn't the subjective nature of you and me disagreeing on the writing quality of the game. My point is that most people haven't played the game to formulate that opinion because they're being influenced by damn, look at who our president's about to be. This movement is huge and it sucks.
Now listen.
Sucks.
Now let me say something after that.
But it's happening.
I was about to tell you exactly what Joseph was missing, but you pretty much nailed it. Before the game even comes out, they look at it and they say, "Is there anything woke in this trailer? Is there anything woke that we can see is woke? We boycotting it." So it don't matter if the writing is good. They're not gonna never see the writing. They're not even gonna get to the writing.
Dragon Age Veilguard didn't fail.
2 already got fucking crazy off of a trailer of an announcement trailer for having a female protagonist.
Let me. But my point is, because I think you guys are attributing a lot to perpetually online people. The average video game player, average video game purchaser, is not like the Twitter crowd. Is not constantly diving through YouTube. So the games that sell, and this is why Veilguard, they tried to go as broad as possible and appeal, and they sanded it down and they changed the gameplay to make it more action, less true RPG, because they're trying to appeal to the normie crowd. And the normie crowd isn't sitting on YouTube watching reaction videos.
There hasn't been.
I think you're underestimating it, Joseph. I really think you're underestimating it, bro.
I truly think Dragon Age numbers could have done even more if it wasn't for the bullshit from the internet.
Dragon
But
Age,
how much more? Like
Dragon Age
10,000?
only has
Go
one
ahead.
game that isn't an action RPG though. Like Dragon Age 2 was dumbed down. Inquisition
You're right.
is a dumbed down RPG.
Inquisition was more of an RPG than 2. Like they
2,
tried
yeah,
to make it
I would
more of
agree.
an MMO again. But
I'm just saying,
yeah,
like-
I understand that it has different identities, but the writing was so soft. The Pixarification of the characters was annoying, and the combat is just fine.
All right, look, let's move to the future real quick. Let's move to the future. Do you see the way that people talk about South of Midnight? Although the writing in that game so far looks to be great, the gameplay looks to be great, but do you see the conversation around this game? It is nothing about the gameplay.
The conversation, because you're seeing things from loudmouth people who put themselves out there in every place. I'm saying that if the game, like, what happens if the game succeeds?
It's not, bro.
Like, let me ask you that. Like,
It's
it's
not.
just not like
It's
you're
done.
playing- Because
Okay,
the people who are going to play it aren't sitting there watching drums online.
Bro, you are underestimating how big this movement is, bro. I'm telling you. And I'm against it, but I'm telling you, yo, this shit is huge, bro.
Hold up, because I got a better example of a game that came out that, to me, got hold because of these individuals. Tales of Kenzaro Zao. Phenomenal game to me. Story, writing, characters, all that. Combat wasn't the greatest thing ever, but it was still good. It was still good for what it was, right?
Prince of Persia.
All people looked at black character on the cover, and sweet baby ink.
Listen, Prince of Persia on that Game Awards reveal trailer. What did people talk about after that trailer? Oh, he got dreads and his rap music. We're not buying it, and that's what
You
happened.
guys keep referencing the perpetually online crowd and
Look,
ignoring.
look,
You
you're
Tales
not-
of Zao.
It's not perpetually online, Joseph.
Let me.
All right, go ahead. Let him
finish.
cook.
Let me just say, Tales of Zao, the company failed it. How much marketing did you see anywhere for that game? I'm a gamer, and I barely saw it online ever. Like, the part of this problem is, if you want games to sell, companies have to, one, get a release date that actually makes sense. Titanfall 2 is an example of a company that failed that one. You need marketing money behind a game. You need to get it in front of the potential audience. If the potential audience doesn't even know it exists, they're not going to buy it. I'm just saying, like, yes, you have the perpetually online offended crowd. That exists. But I'm saying the most of the video game money spent are by people who never are even aware of the word Sweet Baby Inc. Like 95% of the people who buy video games never hear of this
Yeah,
stuff.
no, that's.
Let me just say, so I mean my issue really is just that, yeah, there's a lot of casual gamers that might be into series, but they still look up games that interest them, and when they look up these games, they are inundated by algorithms that show them a lot of that anti-woke marketing stuff. And then, I mean, hell, I literally am in a group chat with a bunch of people that they only play Call of Duty and they might play a couple other games. And I shared something about my Dragon Age character, and he was like, he made some comment about, like, he called it Dragon Queen or some stupid shit like that. It was some
Oh, my
stupid woke
goodness.
thing. Yeah, and I was just like, he doesn't even play anything else really, and he knew about how woke Dragon Age
Okay.
Veilguard was.
The
I
problem with this conversation, though, is that everything we're referencing is anecdotal. Everything we're referencing is our own experiences, including myself.
Bro.
We have no data.
Joseph, there's
backing
plenty
up-
of data.
Huh?
How many more games do people have to call woke before they come out, and then when they come out, they flop before we say, you know what? They make like let's say right now.
3 was called woke.
No,
and
no,
it sold
no, it
like
was not.
hotcakes.
Baldur's Gate. They did not. It was no DI movement against Baldur's Gate before it came out. There was not
It
no
was
DI movement against that
absolutely
game.
called woke.
People called it woke after it already sold millions, and they said, "Oh yeah, well this game was woke too," and it succeeded, so they can pad their stupid arguments.
Wait. You know how many people I see on? You know how many people I see on Blue Sky talk about go woke, go broke.
That's anecdotal.
Because then they list a bunch of games that have sold well that got called woke. I'm just
Bro.
saying, like I need more than just.
I'm just talking about specifically since this movement has been huge. When did this movement become huge? This year, 2024, is the year that this DI bullshit has really infested the gaming community. So this year going forward,
It's really got
Assassin's Creed and South of Midnight are flops. There's no way around it. They're done
because of it.
Because of this movement, bro.
It's not even the gameplay. We can't even just the gameplay in the game.
Well, we saw
good for what it was.
We saw with Black Myth Wukong's success and Stellar Blade's success how those games were championed and they're big sellers and whatnot. I mean, like, I'm sure the truth is somewhere in the middle, as with all things. But they definitely have had an effect on these games. Now, if it never happened, would Dragon Age be
Commander, bro?
this amazing selling game? No, I don't know. But like, I'm just saying, like, it definitely has an effect on.
Well, let's use movies as an example, though. My point being, you know what movie got called woke a million times and had a bunch of hate videos online? Freaking Wicked. You know what the highest grossing weekend of the year was?
Yeah, but Wicked's
That's
based
a completely different thing, bro.
Wicked's based
something new.
Wicked's
We're
based
talking about something new.
Wicked is
understand,
based on a beloved play from 2003.
But it's also a woke version.
If you want to go, hold up. If you want to go to entertainment value outside of gaming, Acolyte.
Yeah.
Acolyte.
Acolyte got killed because of that.
Murdered.
Murdered.
It's a good show.
They got murdered because it had lower viewers.
Why did it have lower viewers, Jolson?
Nobody would watch it, Joel.
They didn't give it a chance. They didn't give it a chance because they had a black chick cutting off her damn dreads in the middle of the season.
Exactly.
Hey, that scene was hard too.
That scene was tough, but they didn't give it a chance, bro.
I thought that show was fantastic.
They was setting up a fucking prequel to the fucking Skywalker saga, but niggas don't give a fuck because they saw a black chick, maybe a gay guy here and there, and they was like, man, fuck this DEI bullshit, and now we gotta live in the fucking Skywalker saga for the next 100 fucking years.
Yep.
Listen to the same track over from a fucking green ass puppet.
So So where were the viewers for these other shows that had no problem with the other stuff? Why weren't those viewers watch the Acolyte? Because they didn't.
Because they Joe, before the Acolyte even dropped, they saw a black chick and an Asian dude. They said,
I'm just
fuck
saying.
y'all, DEI. They even give
There were some.
Hold up! Didn't even give it a chance because actually, I'm not gonna lie, it did start off a little bit rocky. Then it got caught its footing, and the Acolyte turns into something actually very good. I was excited for because then it built a character a lot of people don't know shit about in Dark Ages. But no, nobody want to give a fuck because they saw a black girl. Man, fuck this shit. Give us Anakin Skywalker killing a bunch of babies for the billionth time. We don't give a fuck.
Right.
But how many people across the world are subscribed to Disney Plus? I'm just saying, you're saying that these idiots with a YouTube channel somehow convinced 200 million people to not watch it. 'Cause
Joe,
that's too far.
Joe, what's the key word in influencer? Influence.
Doesn't mean they actually are doing it.
Yes, it is.
They are. What are you
They
talking
are.
about?
No, I'm
This
not
kid is
saying-
sweet,
I'm not-
lady.
Stop. I'm not saying they have zero influence. I'm saying they don't have so much influence. They have convinced 100 million subscribers of Disney Plus not to tune in.
More than half the country voted for Donald Trump, bro.
That's all you need
And
to
I
know,
bet
bro.
you some of the people who voted for Donald Trump watched the Acolyte and liked it. These are generalizations that
Listen,
go so
bro,
wrong.
we got data though, bro. That's the thing. We have
What
data to back
the
it
data
up.
that it fails is not data that they influence.
Joe, you even mentioned how the internet just pushes red pill shit. Like they're watching it constantly, non-stop. You can't go on Twitter without checking something red pill shit.
I don't think we're gonna agree on this topic. We probably want to just move on at this point.
I'm just saying that it's like the data that people didn't buy it or the data that people didn't watch it is not data that it's because of Grums or some of them as to why they didn't. Like you're prescribing power to them without actual data to back it up. Is my point.
I'm just telling you. I think you are drastically underestimating what this online movement is
agree.
doing, bro. I'm just saying you underestimating it a lot, bro.
I think you're overestimating it.
That's all I'm saying, bro. Listen, how many more games is it going to take when Assassin's Creed come out?
Avowed is the next one.
Yeah, that game is done. That is done.
Yeah, that
It's
game's
done.
already basically
It's
dead in the
done.
water.
And it looks
It
fantastic.
looks incredible.
So what if these games succeed?
It's not going
What
to
if
succeed,
Avowed
Joseph.
succeeds?
There's no way it's going to
Avowed
succeed.
succeeds, and no one's praying for the downfall of these.
Games.
Shut up, Mars.
that was a while ago.
But I'm just saying, like Forspoken failed, and it had nothing to do
it didn't.
with
It didn't.
DEI stuff.
I
right?
said this movement took over in 2024 though. So I don't attribute any of that to Forspoken. Forspoken, it was the dialogue turned people off.
No, Provoking spell for bad dialogue and bad
Yeah,
writing.
the dialogue
this
cooked that
year-
game.
You mean like Veilguard?
That's not the conversation.
Dialogue and bad writing.
Bro, that wasn't the conversation about Veilguard before it launched though. It wasn't about the writing.
Forspoken, like when did Forspoken come out? 2022 or 2023?
2022, I believe.
That the DEI bullshit had not reached the level it is now. Where every game now, dog, imagine trying to attack GTA 6 for DEI.
I remember-
woke shit.
They are doing it right. They're doing
You
it right
think
now.
GTA 6 is going to fail?
No, because it's GTA.
No, it's GTA.
But you have but the influencers are so powerful. They got Donald Trump.
Listen,
away with
but
them.
Joseph,
That's
We're talking about smaller games like GTA,
Yeah, why don't you get that?
GTA.
No, it's not even smaller games. It's just that some shit is so ingrained in culture that it's just untouchable. So no matter what, Call of Duty could come out. Even what was that game that had the lady that had a missing arm or some shit? It's still sold. Was it Battlefield?
Assassin's Creed was too big to fail.
No,
That was Battlefield 5.
Assassin's Creed is not too big to fail. Assassin's Creed ain't ingrained in the culture the way GTA is, bro.
Especially Assassin's Creed hasn't really hit the nail. Had a hit game in a long minute.
Well, and like a lot of these guys that get on here,
And Ubisoft has been in a bad position for the past couple years now.
Well,
like
and
a
a lot
decade.
of a lot of the narratives that get pushed can't really be applied to GTA anyway, because GTA's always had different protagonists and different,
Ballad of
races.
Gay Tony. Yeah,
Right, yeah.
Mhm.
So there's a lot of stuff there where they
But
just can't really laugh.
If Ballad of the Gay Tony came out this year,
Now,
what you think? Is that game gonna sell?
Probably, yeah.
No,
It was a good game and well.
bro. It don't matter, bro.
It does matter.
No, it don't.
I also don't think. I mean, the idea that that a good game will always sell. No, a good
I
game
didn't
is
say a
not
good
always.
game will always sell. I'm saying if a game fails, it's not always because of some.
No, it's not always. It's not always. No. I agree with you. It's not always.
But some of
because
these, you are prescribing the full failure of some of these titles to these influencers.
Because
all
some
I'm
of-
saying is there's more factors than that. Like Zao had bad marketing. Veilguard is controversial not just because of that stuff, because it's, quite frankly they toned down what made Dragon Age
But listen,
good from a writing standpoint.
before a game even comes out, before a game even gets the chance to be marketed, if it's dead on site because of an online movement, that leads into the point.
That's a lot
That's-
of people that say a game is awful or shit or bad. They haven't even played it. So that's my issue with a lot.
That's always been it, but that's always been the case.
look at Halo. Halo is like a great example of if we want to sit there and talk about DEI, this, that, and a third, and then Joseph's going to say no, which I get because of where Halo has been, the trajectory of where Halo's been going. They just announced like a month or two ago who is the person running it, and now they're saying,
Oh, yeah.
Halo's going to be
Attack her.
destroyed, and they start attacking her.
They should have
Yeah,
never
I-
showed her face. They should have never showed her face. They ruined it, bro. They ruined
So
it.
here are fans who were already upset. Now they have a reason to be more upset.
I must have missed that. I didn't even see
Then
that.
you
Bro.
add in race because she's black.
That was
And now
the
you're like,
dumbest thing they could have ever did, bro.
Was that during the Halo Studios reveal?
When they
Yes.
when they redid it.
It was some lady. It was like a black lady with like a side haircut,
Yeah.
and they said she was like the
I
head
mean,
of the studio.
Halo fans are never happy with anything. I'm pretty happy with them right now. They're
Right.
doing better. So.
But the argument would be, what is it? Where all you need is a push. They just need a push, and these people are going to join this loudness to go against what is Halo. They didn't give a shit in a sense as to Halo 4, Halo 5, but Halo Infinite's going to save it. Now they're going to use this excuse of it's going to be woke, it's going to have DEI, SBI, Sweet Baby Tooth, and then it's going to have a black woman in charge. This is bullshit. it's already starting, and it shouldn't be like that. A
Well,
game should just
I'm
be
not
dead. if
justifying
it's-
people. Like, I'm not saying they are good people or a good part of the video game industry. But if if the next Halo is amazing, yeah, I do think that all of that stuff will suddenly be forgotten and it'll sell like hotcakes. Halo's problem is they haven't made a Bungie level title since 343 took
Okay.
over. I don't think the next success of the next Halo game, success or failure.
So let's put it
can
like
be
this.
based off of
Let's
that.
put it like this, Joseph. So do you think that regardless, Assassin's Creed could be a 9 out of 10. It could have great writing, great gameplay, great graphics. Do you think Assassin's Creed Shadows is going to sell well? Or do you think Ubisoft is going to come out and say, we missed the sales projections?
First off, I hate sales projections because Square Enix does that crap with a game. It's like a game can sell 5 million, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we missed projections." Like, what were you projecting for the first month? Like, so I think if it's a 9 out of 10 amazing title, I think it'll sell because Assassin's Creed has a name. Like, there are people who want a good Assassin's Creed, myself included. Valhalla was a disappointment, but I loved Odyssey. If Shadows is great, like if it's a true 9 out of 10, the gameplay is great, the writing is great. That's a day one buy for me, easy, for instance. And I think there's a lot of people like that.
So let's take your argument that you're saying there's no data behind all this. There's just a loud crowd. Why did Ubisoft make a statement about the issues with the game?
Because they got cooked by the DEI woke stupid
If
idiots.
there's
online.
no data, if there's no data that they can look at, if there's nothing that they can physically point to and say there's actual evidence.
I'm saying there's no data that we have. If there is actual data, I would love to actually to
I
see
understand what you're saying. What I am saying is, why did Ubisoft make a statement on
That's
it?
data.
Because they had bad press, but
So-
their bad press wasn't just the woke stuff.
What was it? What
That
was
Bad
it,
is
press
Joseph?
also
specifically
we talked
what
about
they
this. The
talked about.
Japanese history.
They put
stuff
that out
messed
before the
up.
Japanese stuff. That statement came out way before they fucked up and showed the collector's edition. They put out that statement probably like, what was it, like a week or two after the game they showed the first trailer? And people was calling it woke and making George Floyd memes and all that dumbass shit saying they not playing the game.
Yep.
And they was getting cooked for having a black protagonist.
They was really putting George Floyd's face on the cover.
Companies, marketing aspects of companies absolutely respond to social media. That I'm not disagreeing.
That's the point. So you said it's the marketing. They can't even get the marketing right if they're getting cooked.
Nothing. You got to look at it like this though too. Like guys like Grums have over 100,000 followers, and he's influencing these people. Each one of them is going to know one or two people that are going to listen to what they say. Like to say that it's not having a major effect, I just can't agree with because.
Okay, so
you
let's
know,
say a game sells
you're not-
1 million copies,
Uh-huh.
and Grums' crowd doesn't like it, right? Would it have sold 2 million, or would it have sold 110,000, or like 1,010,000? I'm
you're
saying
asking-
like you guys are acting like a game sells like less than half of what it would have if it wasn't for these people. I'm just saying if there is an influence, it's not a major shift of sales.
What I would ask you, and what I would ask you in response to that is, we've seen games that they didn't like that failed. To your point, what's a game that they didn't like that was successful?
I need a list of games they didn't like.
What's one this year that they boycotted that went out and sold well?
So look at Grums, right? His account, he has 226,000
That's
followers.
ridiculous.
To Jolson's point,
Almost a quarter million people.
they maybe lost 200,000 sales. Maybe that's a loss, maybe it's not. Okay, cool. The guy who runs the Steam account, he has a Steam account for Sweet Baby Incorporated, SBI, that has
Another one.
millions,
Oh my god.
millions of people who
Millions.
are part of it. Millions,
Okay.
Jolson.
Okay, here you go. I'm looking at that list right now, and I'll tell you some of the games not recommended. Silent Hill 2 remake.
We don't know if it's successful yet or not. Do we?
We're answering your question.
I don't think-
Final Fantasy 7 Intergrade.
That's bullshit. Nobody boycotted that game when it came
God
out.
of War
one-
Ragnarok. Dragon Quest 3 remake. I'm looking at the list. I'm just looking at the
Bro,
list.
we've literally already
I don't
established that this year is the year that this thing took off.
I'm just going down the list.
What games in
I don't think- I don't-
2024
I don't-
that
Well,
I'm telling you, like-
it started to pick up around 2023, 2022. It's at its highest in this year.
Yeah, it
But
was
they
back
made-
half
they
of
was-
last year.
God of War Ragnarok dropped. They was making bullshit about the black girl being the character.
Yeah, I
I mean, like,
remember
So,
that.
so the
I mean,
games that released this year on the list would include Life is Strange Double Exposure. I have no idea how those games sell anyway. Silent Hill 2 remake, Duskborn, which quite frankly, Duskborn was going to be a hard sell anyway. The Dead Rising remaster.
the remaster remake. I forgot how you call that.
Yeah, the
DD
and
something.
yeah,
I
Dragon
don't know how
Quest
that's called.
HD 2D, a Yuden Chronicle, which that sold. I know that sold well.
Yuden Chronicle.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
the spiritual successor to Suikoden that came out earlier this year. It was kickstarted.
I mean, the thing is like you'll see like okay, so like I remember seeing a post about the Dragon Quest remake because they added pants to some girl for censorship in the United States, but it never got like a week after week, every single day.
Yeah, these games aren't being
focus on,
boycotted,
like,
bro.
like Grums and stuff like that, like where they're doing call to actions. It's like it's a whole different thing where you're talking about a guy with a
Gaming rate.
a guy with 250,000
I
followers.
can't really hear you, RT.
You've got the Cabrutus guy with his list that's got like millions of people following it.
That's
I
the
mean,
guy.
like,
Yeah.
And this year we've seen this like galvanized or I don't even know if that's the right word, like this explosion,
Galvanized.
this
Yeah.
explosion of this being something where, you know, you might see a trailer for a game a few years ago where you see a couple of comments here and there, you know, of people complaining about a black protagonist or a female or whatever, but now it's like the only thing you see in a comment section, the only thing you see from these groups, and they've got these huge followings now.
And Avowed looks
know,
great.
where-
South by Midnight looks great.
You know,
Yep.
Assassin's
So, I
Creed
mean,
looks
like-
great.
So
They're
why don't
done.
we agree to put a pin in it and see what happens with Avowed? Because I'm betting if Avowed is as good as it looks, it will succeed.
well, and like, and please don't take this like I'm just creating another cop out excuse. I'm just saying like, Xbox games have a whole different issue too with the fact that they don't sell their games. They give it to you
Yeah,
for free
yeah.
They put it on a service. So I mean, every Xbox game.
I mean, Hi-Fi,
sells for-
Hi-Fi Rush was supposedly a success, and then suddenly it wasn't.
It wasn't. It wasn't. It's bullshit. Like, Aaron Greenberg is a fucking liar. Like, you can't sit there and say, "Oh, we're closing the studio, but Hi-Fi Rush is a success." Like, that's not how that works. Like, I mean,
Let's just agree to wait for Assassin's Creed, and then we'll see.
I want to be clear. I'm not saying that they have no impact. I do want to make that clear. I do understand that. I just don't think that they are determining the success or failure of some of these titles.
I don't know.
I think that if you're a smaller
I
title, you're pretty much dead on arrival, and I think that if you're a bigger title,
I think a lot of these publishers are having to stick with the games that are coming out now. They're having to market those games, get them out the door, and hopefully make some money on them. I think the real tell about this whole debate here will be the games that get made and come out, 2 years from now. Where if we see like, okay, if Ubisoft is still around, let's just say, they do Assassin's Creed Shadows. Okay, if they do the next Assassin's Creed game and it's a white dude and there's no playable, like what I'm saying, like if game development changes back to being more how people wanted it in the good days or whatever.
Every single white guy, every single character to be a white guy.
Yeah,
every
because
game
there's-
gonna star Nathan Drake.
if that trend starts again because their bottom line was being affected, then we know that it did have a much more significant impact than we're just right now. It's just a lot of what our personal takes are right
No,
now.
I say I say, look, let's just wait for Assassin's Creed. We all agree that it's a big game. It usually sells well into the millions. We'll wait and see when Assassin's Creed come out what happens with that, and then we'll leave it at that.
And this is what I'm going to sound like I'm making an excuse. I could see that game failing for reasons not related to that, though. Like, because it's like Valhalla was a disappointment. Typically, so in a franchise, if you have releases consistently, the sales of one kind of is a little based off of how well the one before it was received. So Valhalla was perceived as a disappointment. Valhalla sold like hotcakes because Odyssey was seen as so good. Like, people like me, like, I loved Odyssey, and so I bought Valhalla day one, and then I was kind of disappointed with how bloated and kind of like it didn't have enough to keep me. So I could see Shadows, if it follows that formula, I could see it disappointing because it's another disappointing entry after the last one.
Is that not a false statement? Actually, that's actually a false statement to say.
What
there was an Assassin's Creed that came out after Valhalla.
Mirage isn't a mainline game.
So we're making an excuse.
But you know what I'm saying.
I don't know what you're saying because it was Valhalla, Mirage, and now Shadows.
Mirage was basically DLC that was then sold as a full release. It's not a mainline Assassin's
And people
Creed game.
loved it
And
because it was back to its roots.
It did.
But Shadow is not going back to its root, right?
But
to a
your
degree, yes,
argument
it
is the last game was
Well, I don't
Valhalla.
think
The last game was
I don't think
Mirage.
that was more like a spin-off, though. I'm talking like and because people do see them differently. Like
don't think
Spider-Man
Mirage
Miles
sold well
Morales
anyway.
was not a mainline Spider-Man game. It sold really well, and it was well received. But Spider-Man 2 was partially more perceived off of the first Spider-Man than Miles Morales.
Mirage sold well, apparently.
And Miles Morales sold well too because
Sold well,
people
and it
played
sold well because
Miles.
it was a great game. Like I'm just saying, like Spider-Man 2, though I feel like it was the foundation for that was more set with Spider-Man 2018.
All right, so Joseph, what is it going to take for you to say, you know what, they do got a voice?
I didn't say they don't have a voice.
But I'm saying a
Outright
voice
said they
big.
do.
What is it going to take for you to admit that they have a voice big enough that they are frying the fuck out of some of these games before they even come out?
I'd have to see. I would need harder data than just.
So
specific games.
Avowed and Assassin's Creed Shadow. Let's just say wait for both of them.
Maybe, depending. The problem is all of this is based on vibes and confirmation vibes.
Bro,
Even
no,
me,
it's
even myself,
not,
someone I'm
bro.
not- Yes,
I'm still stuck on this Mirage thing because.
fucking God.
Let me land this. Hear me out, Gutta, because you're gonna love this. Trust me. Trust. Here's Jolson saying that Mirage is not a mainland game. It's a separate thing, right? But he is voting for Elden Ring for Game of the Year. Shadow Alert 3.
Confirmation bias. Confirmation bias.
Actually, I'm voting for Metaphor, but
I saw your tweet, and I saw who you voted for.
I didn't
know-
vote. I haven't voted for the Game
I-
Awards.
Do you not have a tweet saying you want
Since
Shadow?
they changed it, yeah, I would say that Shadows of the Earth Tree.
Bias.
So,
Yeah, with the Game Awards, didn't we say the Game Awards don't matter?
I'm just saying because that's
Yeah.
not a game though, right? That's an
if I can,
expansion.
if I
That's
can just step
also
in.
unrelated
If I
to this.
Nah, hold
Not
up.
a point.
Hold up.
Definition of a game. Definition of a game.
And Shadow of the Earth
Mirage
Tree
is a game.
Shadow of the Earth Tree is $49. How much was Mirage on launch?
Can I?
$49. $49.
Shadow of the Earth Tree was 40.
And Mirage is $49. 2 DLCs being sold for full price.
Can I just read something from the description of Assassin's Creed Mirage real quick? It's considered the 13th major installment in Assassin's Creed.
Oh, damn.
That's news to
Follow-
me.
Damn.
It
It
follows
was a
to-
game.
I didn't say it wasn't a full
Listen,
game.
let me-
I'm
let me-
saying I didn't think it was
let me
part of the
finish.
mainline.
Let me finish. It's the successor to 2020's Assassin's Creed Valhalla, and the character
Mars.
that you play as, Bassin,
Was in Valhalla, yes.
was first introduced in Valhalla,
Because
So,
it started
there
as
you go.
DLC and was spun off to another
Yeah.
game.
which
They
hey,
may
you know,
market
some-
it that way.
you know,
They may
look,
market
look,
it that way, but
Look, sometimes that happens. You know, Moana 2 was supposed to be a TV show.
oh my
They
god,
decided,
yeah.
They decided they wanted to make some actual money by giving it to us at the theater.
Yeah. Modern
You know?
Modern Warfare 3, that was a DLC. $70.
Well, that game sucked.
Yeah.
ass, so
Freaking games industry.
yeah.
All right, listen, man. Do y'all have anything else, or we getting on rivals, man? I know Josh got to go to sleep soon. We got to get a couple games in. Look, y'all have anything else y'all want to argue about?
I'm
Josh,
alright
stop
now,
looking
bro.
at porn.
Saying that. Yo, why are you saying that?
Yo, Mars is sick, bro.
This
I
man
see
is
you.
out to ruin my reputation, bro.
Yo, look in that picture. See if we can see his monitor in that picture in the back that he got.
I can see his
Nah.
glasses.
No, he blocking it. He moved
I
to
see
the
it.
side a little bit. I see him.
He's got
Are you
titties
talking
right
to
there. I see it.
me? About me?
Yeah.
No, Josh. I know
Oh.
Josh. I know
Oh,
he
okay.
does.
Oh, you said John's looking at porn.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
Josh.
was like,
Yeah,
He just saying shit.
Jolson got scared. He's like, I thought I was hiding.
Yeah, Joseph got scared, didn't he? I thought we were talking about him. That's how scared he got.
why are you doing this to me? We're talking about that guy.
I gotta hide my pogs.
Oh.
I have our YouTube stream on the other side, so I guess that counts. I'm just staring at Josh the whole time.
Oh my god.
Like staring at me, bro. What is going on?
Ooh.
I know I'm a good-looking black man, but damn.
I'm a fan of the NBA, so I like good-looking black men.
Oh my god.
That was all you, Josh. You set that up.
Hey, Jolson is a DEI hire. Listen, we'll see y'all next week. We'll see y'all on Thursday for the 24-hour stream. We're gonna be watching the Game Awards live. I'm gonna be taking a shot for every category introduced. So I should
What time is it?
I should be fucked up.
What?
Um,
Yeah,
Look, it got to be presented though. It can't be one of them shits where they say, "Oh yeah, by the way, this game won this category on the side." Like it got to be presented.
Yeah.
So every award get presented, I'm gonna take a shot.
What's the drinking
it's
game?
Gonna be fun. Just a shot for every award presented on the Game Awards next
He's
year.
gonna be done in the
He
pre-show.
just
When
be
they
mad.
He said the pre-show.
when they
Pre-show
rapid
done.
fire.
No, they got
rapid fire
they got Snoop Dogg. They got
sports
Snoop Dogg performing, so that should take up a lot of time. You know, a lot of the random
Hey,
shit.
look, I think I'm the only person that defended Jeff Keighley for the wrap it up sign because Chris Judge ruined it. All right,
He
now,
did.
nobody
He
he
did. No,
didn't
come
need- he didn't need to be up there for no damn 72 minutes giving some damn
He-
speech.
Respectfully, he did.
All right, they
I
slander.
love
They
that
slander
man.
Chris Judge. Hey, they didn't mean it,
That's
Chris.
I love
man.
that man.
They didn't mean it, Chris.
I love Chris Judge.